like some shit like, oh, well, you took a loss of this and then you did that and then we never saw from you again. But it's like he had like 2 battles after that shit. And it's like, I take that in my personal account. Like, no, he clearly did that shit and you clearly don't know the history. Or you just try to put off your own narrative. I take that into my own account and say like, okay, well, that bar is kind of a miss to me. Or it just doesn't hit as hard. Now, most fans, especially if you don't know certain shit, it's not gonna dock off those same points for you. So, I can't hold that against certain fans for not knowing better. But for me personally, and how I judge battles, I will take off points for something that I can immediately say like, okay, no, that's something that's not true.
So when Geechee told Rock, why the F didn't you help Briz, right? And everybody went crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, isn't that something that we could all kind of verify? We kind of been wanting to ask Rock, right? Like, bro, what, you know what I'm saying? And he went into that. So don't y'all give Geechee extra points? I'm flipping it now. Don't y'all give Geechee extra credit because that's something that we've all seen that we can verify? Like, nah, the brother, he's talking to him.
Yes, and his sliders were up because that was the first time somebody had talked to him about that right after it happened. So yes, like you're graded on a curve
after this shit actually happened.
You're graded on a curve. Bill Collector when he was battling T-Top
more effective
was on a curve as well. Like where he said these niggas insulin Chess was on stage up there getting with him, and where was this nigga T-Top? Somewhere doing the bare minimum. That hit.
Right.
And that gets pushed over because it's like you were the first guy to clarify.
So just to clarify, so when it's real, right? When it's a real fact, y'all give extra credit, right?
Right. No, because that's what I want to clarify too. I don't know if I'm giving extra credit. I think I find it effective, but I don't think I'm giving extra credit just because you're telling the truth or you're telling something that can prove this right. I feel
what if it's a lie? Like, do you take away when it's a lie?
Yeah, but like that's why I feel like the standard is supposed to be was with like, okay, well, you said something that's actually you can prove factual, and it's like, okay, well, that's cool.
So I said all that to say. So I said that all to say.
So hold on. If I can prove and say like, okay, no, I can actually prove that that's a lie, or not even necessarily a lie, but something that I can prove to where that shit isn't as effective. Then that's when I'll end up docking points for it in my own mind. I'm not going to say it's like, okay, well, you have to dock points for that because I just proved that it's not as effective. I'm not going to hold that against somebody else. But for just telling the truth as how it happened and how you perceived it, then I feel like that's still standard. It can be proven more effective, but I still feel like that should be the standard within this shit.
So I said all that to say Cassidy beat Hip, man. All right, I'm mute up.
That's why.
Yeah, I knew. I knew what he was doing. I knew what he was doing.
Yeah, that's good.
I think
my fucking Drake it. Go ahead.
Now, I do want to say this though to respond to because just because I think a rapper is more authentic, he may not necessarily be a better rapper than the other rappers. So we know, like for example, T-Top, right? King of Angles, supposedly, right? Chatty Patty, all that. 90% of what he says, lies. Every battle he will find an angle.
Murder Mooga Chatty Patty, man. Come on, man.
Now, see, this is where it gets kind of different to me too.
Mooga Chatty Patty, bro. We not doing that. Nah, Mooga real Chatty Patty.
Hold on now. I'm not wait for T-Top. I'm just saying.
Like that.
Let's look at
the Chatty Patty. Hold up, bring this Chatty Patty shit down for me right quick, man.
What's the definition of it?
No, with T-Top. With T-Top. What like who business he would just put
Talk to him, Cool Joe. Talk to him, Cool Joe.
I just break it down.
Let me get him, Cool Joe. Let me get him. You said why is T-Top ass?
No, I say a Chatty Patty. Chatty Patty. A Chatty Patty.
He was ready.
Let me first break down.
I don't know what he did. We never said ass. We say Chatty Patty.
Chatty Patty after.
Oh, okay. Right? Go ahead.
So the first reason why he's ass is because honestly, if you watch Mad T-Top battles, all the nigga does literally until the B-Dot battle was give you 2 rounds of whatever the fuck and drug talk this and kind of okay punchline that, then end it with a 3rd round that was really, really good where he makes a really good angle and makes it entertaining. He be losing a lot of them battles on the go back, but since like that JC battle is a prime example. He did not win that battle. He just brought a nigga out in the 3rd round that danced. He didn't win the first 2 rounds at all. He didn't beat
I
Rum
like
Nitty.
that.
He talked about fucking Walmart in the third round and shook the building. He lost the first 2 rounds.
I remember every time I
And
watch it, see.
And then to tie into why he had Chatty Patty is because if for every battle you have to do wild research and bring up something quote unquote that niggas don't know about another nigga to not even win the battle, to have it debatable and rely upon room shakers or whatever, you too much. Like you relying on gossip to battle rather than your actual skill. And I think T Top is an okay rapper. I just think he's not good at battling. It's a one trick pony, and I've been had that shit figured out. I can't name off the top of my head. I can name maybe 3 or 4 battles that T Top won pretty handedly and clear. Like he smoked niggas before. Like any battle rapper of his merit has smoked niggas, has got smoked, and has had debatables, right? But he gets so much credit for just having interesting, not even good third rounds, just interesting third rounds. Like I didn't know Nitty worked at Walmart. Honestly, I don't really care either. It just was a good round. It was a good round. I'm not gonna lie. But the nigga lost the battles, but he has like that third round effect where niggas be like, it's 2-0 going in the third. Another T-Top could do. Oh, he got the third. Let me go back to the second round and trying to give him that pity round.
Did you have him losing against Nitty?
Huh?
You had him losing against Nitty?
Clearly.
Okay.
Clearly,
I never seen that battle. I never seen that battle.
Yeah, y'all tried to give him a third and try to punch him up to a win because he got the third. But
all I heard was the Walmart shit. That's the only thing I heard. I didn't hear anything else about that battle but the Walmart shit. Right.
That's fine. That's fine. You go back to that battle. Nitty got
nasty.
It wasn't.
I see what Dapo's saying because T Top definitely has one of the most questionable like resumes like ever. Like
you can't name 5 T-Top wins. You can't name me 5 clear T-Top wins. Chess Arsenal is what I got on top of my head.
Mass Hoffa.
He beat the shit out of Math. He beat the shit out of Math, man.
Math died.
Yeah, Math died.
That JC battle was actually considered to be a clear win for T-Top as well, too, because that's also when he was in the conversation for Lux and he knocked him off that.
JC?
T-Top versus JC.
Go ahead, Black. Go ahead, Black.
It was a clear win for T-Top win.
That's when JC had the undershirt. That's when JC had the undershirt.
Who you had then,
the shirt that he had over this shit.
He just out that
JC and T-Top.
T-Top winning that.
I remember by the third round, I didn't even care.
Yeah, T-Top.
You do not remember any T-Top anything other than a third round angle. You don't remember anything from T-Top other than Walmart.
That's a fact, yeah.
You don't remember nothing from T-Top. No, there are moments, but like you don't remember no bars, no crazy performances. Like the nigga don't do nothing.
Who did y'all who did y'all have win between T-Top and Goods?
Goods.
Yeah, it's
good.
We're not doing.
Y'all had Surf beating them too.
I'm asking. Wait,
hold on. Y'all had Surf beating them too.
I'm just asking a question.
My bad.
That brought up a great
Good. Got him.
Did Surf beat them too?
Yeah, bro.
That's low key debatable, but I thought Surf kind of got him too.
Surf won that clear.
Come on, man.
I don't know that clear, man. Come on, man.
He's clear, bro.
It's like y'all gotta stop. Okay.
Won that battle clear, bro.
The Tar Heel bar, like the AI.
Yeah. Still dropping that Tar Heels clip.
The first,
that Tar Heels bar was really ass.
It was ass. Nah, come on, man. Nah, he shook the fucking. Say,
super trash.
It shook the room, though, bro. Like, come.
Shook the room.
Didn't it shake the room? The Tar Heel bar.
Wait.
The Tar Heel bar shook the fucking room. What are you talking? That's a haymaker.
Does it mean anything?
No, man. Come on, bro. Performing in front of 2,000 people, Cal, that means a lot, Cal. It means a lot, Cal. When you're performing in front of 2,000 people, it means a lot, Cal.
No, Lucci, hold on. What I'm
energy.
asking, and let me ask the crowd.
Go ahead.
The bar is Well, I walked through Carolina so much, I got Tar Heels. What does that mean, Lucci?
It means it's
I
a
don't know what that means.
The Carolina Tar Heels.
Yeah.
Right.
I know you're talking about the school out there.
Right, yeah.
The tar from the road on the back of his heels.
Hey, Cal, he's
tar from the
technically
road
saying
back
he's
his
been out there
heel.
so many times he could be considered a citizen of the Carolinas. And that's a school out there, whatever, right?
Nah, we call
Hey,
tar.
Lucci, I'm helping you out. I'm helping you out because I think the bar's trash. I'm trying to help you out. The bar's trash.
He's worked so much.
Nah, man, I think he's talking about the tar from the road, bro.
We're not doing that.
It's like,
but he shook the. Give me another haymaker like that, bro. That shook the room like that, bro. But you know what I'm saying? But it was ass.
That shook the room. That official.
That was ass
against Jazz.
That was ass.
No, I said that was a room shaker. I thought you said name another room shaker.
Name it a room shaker that shook the room but was ass, like you know, say that wasn't good.
Oh, let's do this. Let's play a game called Swear to God.
Here we go.
Swear to God. Let's play. So the game called Swear to God.
I don't understand how the Tar Heel shit is ass, but y'all got it. I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That shit shook.
You also just said T-Top clearly beat JC, and I don't remember anybody thinking that.
A lot of niggas.
I don't remember anybody thinking that.
Because he brought a nigga that danced out. He didn't say nothing in the first 2 rounds.
That's what the lasting impression, though, man.
He didn't say nothing in the 3rd round neither. That's the crazy shit. He brought a nigga out that dance.
Top blocker had to run it back 6 times, man. That was terrible.
Y'all remember when Hitman literally told you niggas, Hitman told you niggas something that was fucking impossible. He did, and y'all niggas
reload with the same bullets that came out.
Come on, man. Nah. Hey, say ODG. Hey, ODG, hold that shit down.
That was 5 points in battle rap. Y'all got it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we try to
reload.
The thing is, brothers get selective on when they want to use logic in battle rap. What about the shotgun so big?
Like it's the whole era. Like got a gun.
I got one for you, Lucci.
Like come the fuck police. That whole era.
I got one for you, Lucci.
Okay. Go ahead.
I got one for you, Lucci. It was trash, but the way he delivered it was fire and energetic. When Tay-Rock told Calico, "This shotty looks like I snatched the trunk off an elephant," that was trash. That was trash, but it was delivered well.
Bro, the elephant's nose looks like a double barrel.
I get it, Black. You gotta explain to me. I get it. You gotta explain to me.
Come on, man.
Like, I get it.
That was trash.
I get niggas, dog. You don't gotta explain to me. That was trash. That was trash.
Nothing to explain it.
It shook the building. It shook the building. It was trash.
Oh, I hate y'all niggas.
It was trash. He's laughing because he knows it was trash. Like, that was trash. Come on, man. If anybody else could have said that, they would have got booed out the building, man. Like, stop it.
Man. Come on.
Niggas don't know what double barrels look like. Niggas don't know what
man,
Tar Heel
stop
is.
it.
Was Tay-Rock wasn't a fan favorite at that time, though, right?
That's a fact. And Black is really
clever at all.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It wasn't clever. It wasn't witty. It wasn't creative. It was
on a big stage. It was on a big stage.
Was on a big stage, but you told me to name a big stage bar that I thought was trash that shook the building. That came to mind, bro. I always thought that bar was trash, but he delivered it well, like I said.
So what about bars delivered on the big stage that were trash? What about bars that were delivered on the big stage that were trash thin, but y'all niggas loved it? For instance, you brought his name up, Ty. You sure did. I got a gun so big, yo, it could lift up a hippo or knock an elephant down.
That's not good. Favorite battle rapper.
Not good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
What are we doing?
And that was the best bar.
We're not doing that, bro. Come on, man.
That was the best bar that he said in all 3 battles, and it's one of Ty's favorite battle rappers.
It wasn't. That actually wasn't his best bar. But I feel you.
But I don't know what's a better bar from Cassidy.
Cassidy got a
that
lot
wasn't
of
his best bar.
shit.
That's a fact.
What's a better bar from Cassidy?
No, I got one. I got one. Yeah, that was trash. Definitely trash. That's up there
Hold up,
too.
I got one.
Good.
Surf's a whole dog scheme. Remember that?
Oh, I hated that. I hated
Versus
that.
Nitty.
Oh, I hated that, Marabi.
The what?
His
Oh, that was
protection.
ass.
Hey,
And
his
niggas
protection
thought,
scheme was bad
Marabi,
too.
niggas
His
thought that
protection
shit
scheme
was
was
so
terrible too.
fire.
Now, as much as
Niggas thought that shit was so fire. That shit was ass.
to be fair, Nitty's second round wasn't too much better, and that's why that battle's debatable.
Man, Nitty 3
Look,
out.
hey,
He punched on
y'all
that
see
dog.
Black.
He
Y'all
punched on
see
that
Black
dog
just
team round.
Black just
Nitty's
can't have
second
fun and just
round.
name some trash bars. He's really defending everybody. No,
I'm
that
not
really wasn't that
defending it.
trash.
I'm telling
No,
niggas like
no,
we call that shit
no,
trash,
no.
but Nitty's
The
second
part
round
was
wasn't
Let him
much
go.
better. The
wasn't that
battle's
much better.
debatable.
No,
That's
his
fact.
Let him
opponent wasn't that
go.
much better.
Let him go.
Nah,
Let him go. Let the brother. Let the
had his
brother
spleen.
go,
But
man.
look, Ty, this is the shit I do though. Like when we asked the question before of like, oh, well, that shit's not true and that shit's not true, and like you kind of dock a little bit of points from it. That's the shit that I kind of do with this battle rap shit. It's like even like when I just listen to a battle, I hear a line from a nigga that's like, I don't know if that's exactly right, or no, that's not really right because of this and that. That's just like, okay, well, I take that into account and I put that in my mind and shit, and I will then come up to a certain point with that battle from that kind of what's the word?
Man,
I don't know, but I don't know. That's just the kind of shit that I do with this
Like
type of
we
thing.
just only
you're
talking
good,
about
but
Nah,
you're
my
good.
nigga Black,
You're
man.
good.
Nah, my
That was
nigga Black,
trash.
I don't know.
That was super trash.
That was trash.
My
This
nigga
guy's
Black,
so.
I never
Listen, man, we're
Hey,
gonna go back and
Ty,
stuff
you
one of
still
these
ain't
days,
you
man.
still ain't made me a better bar from Cassidy, sir. I still need to hear
Why,
a
why
better
you
bar from
hold on
Cassidy.
before K goes? Let me clip Black real quick. Why do you keep bringing up Cassidy, man?
Because he's ass and you love him.
Who said I love Cass? Who said that? Can you find any
You
quote from
did,
me that says
sir.
that I love Cass?
You
Anywhere?
did.
Where?
You
Like, where can you? I will cash app you $20 right now. You find me a screenshot that says I love Cass.
I don't need to find your screenshot. I know you got the chicken gang
Post a
hoodie.
cash app.
I know you got all the chicken gang merch over there, man. You show me something. What you got?
I like Cass. Like most, like most
brother got
people,
the chicken game.
like like most people in here, I thought Cass was nice back in the day, and I think he brings a certain level of energy and entertainment to battle rap now. When he comes out, it's a movie. But I never once said I make fun of how terrible he's been. Cut your brother in half. Now he's your half brother. Like, come on,
I
man.
take a blade in his shoulder. Now we got an extra shoulder
Super
blade.
horrible. Yeah, don't put that on me, brother. Like he's
Oh
terrible.
shit.
It's cool.
You know what? I
I
got
was
a
in
bar.
What
the
you say,
Nigga,
Kate?
house.
I got a bar, man. That Hitman Super Mario shell shit fucking.
Terrible.
Super Mario. That was
That was trash.
fire.
That
That
was
was
Nah,
trash.
man,
That was
come on,
horrible.
man.
That was horrible.
Shell,
Super
when he said the
Mario.
shells come out the when he said
Nah,
the shells
man,
come
come
out the
on,
roof like
man.
super.
He still
Hey,
spinning
Phil,
like Super Mario.
how
Yeah.
when you think when you imagine, I don't know if brothers ever think like this, but when I imagine these brothers in the mirror like doing these movements and like holding their hands like a gun, it's really funny. It's really entertaining. That's why I don't take none of the street stuff serious, right? Have you guys ever watched this? I forgot about you, Kate. I just want to know if brothers is really fans. Have y'all ever seen a brother on stage where they put their hands like they gonna position like a gun and like the crowd is going crazy because they just said a crazy bar and they just hold their hands like that, like they're just still holding
Yeah.
this invisible shotgun,
Yeah.
waiting for the
Hey
noise
man,
to
why
go
you
down.
what? Hey man, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Stop this.
It's
This is
hilarious. It's
performance art, bro.
entertaining. Exactly. It's performing arts. It's not the streets. These brothers is in the mirror at their grandma's house, really trying to hold these
Nah.
guns. And
Ty,
sometimes they hold a shotgun like a pistol, and they hold a pistol like a shotgun. Man, it's really
twerk is
cringy.
the
That's
worst.
just
Ty,
Listen,
twerk is
Baylife
the
told you,
worst.
man.
Jesus
Twerk is
Christ.
the
That's
worst.
Now we
any
get to
type of
semantics
battle
of how
where they
niggas
will
hold
be.
guns now. Nigga just mentioned a shotgun and you hold it like a pistol. Come on, dog. What are we doing?
Kate, you say you had a bar though, man.
Hey man,
My bad, my bad.
Nah, it's
this
all
is a
good.
cringe
Good, Phil.
classic, man. This is a cringe classic setup and haymaker that broke the building, man.
Go ahead, bro. We
You
gotta
better
talk
not
about
say
these hate beefs.
irrelevant.
Hold
You
up,
better not
man.
say
Hold
Go
up.
ahead,
irrelevant.
kid. Go
All
ahead,
right,
kid.
hold on. All right. I dare you to walk through my hood. Let's say around June. Try and say hi. Them goons on the corner, cold as December. You better say bye. I brought a 4, named her April. I hold that bitch yay high. Squeeze April, a bullet march in June, and he may die.
Clips versus
What?
Magic.
No.
And he may die.
What?
Oh!
And it broke the room?
That was
What
And niggas
battle is
gonna try to
that?
say Clips versus bro. Nah,
Yo,
What
that
battle
was
is that?
Trash.
that was
And it
He
broke the
may
room?
die.
going crazy when he heard
And he
that line.
and
made
then may
Yo,
die. Get it?
I'm
Because the month.
crying, yo. I'm crying. That
Nah.
man
Hey,
said
hey,
he died.
Clips broke the building when he said that, man. Go back.
you got
He
a
The
dog in the
whole
did.
market.
building broke, man.
Clips
Kate,
the
Kate,
bro.
Kate, hold up. Do you get it? He's naming the name of the month. Like,
Yeah,
do you
I
get it?
know. That's what makes it cringy
I hate
fire.
Marabi. I hate Marabi.
I,
Yeah, Mariah.
He
A
said,
All the way
bullet
from
get
march
it.
in
March.
June, and he made man.
Robin said, well,
Clips lost that
actually,
battle, but that was
understand
a
the bar.
This man, this man Marabi sounded like Lil Wayne on that song where Wayne said, "Get it, leave him dead in the living room."
In the
Like,
living room. Right,
stop,
right.
just
No,
stop,
we got it the first time,
stop.
Wayne. We got it the first time,
Yeah,
Wayne.
Nah,
we
hey, that was
good,
fire
brother.
though. That was fire. That was fire. Come on,
that
yeah, that was
SLA
fire.
bar,
Get
Dom,
it,
is
dead
hilarious.
in the living room. That was
That's
fire.
Get it,
hilarious.
leave him dead. But the repeat was like, "Nigga, we've been listening to you for a decade. Nigga, keep rapping. Don't fucking the fuck." Nah,
What leader did he say died in the wrong month or year? Who was it? Was it El Castro? No, it wasn't Castro. Was
oh,
it Castro?
wait, you talking
Yeah,
about Tay
yeah,
Rock?
Clips. He said
Talking
he
about
died
Dollar?
some ridiculous year, and I was like, nigga, all right, Clips. And he really got a reaction for that. I think it was Castro,
That
man.
nigga, speaking of Tay Rock, that nigga Tay Rock once said like a Ric Flair bar, and he said like I'll send you up to Nature Boy Ric Flair. He's like a rest in peace. That nigga Ric Flair is nowhere near
He's
dead.
alive.
not at
That one
all.
always puzzled the fuck
Not
out
at
of me. How
all.
Rock really thought that this nigga Ric Flair was dead. He said that like 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Wait,
Oh
hold
yeah,
up. Y'all
We'll
remember
talk
when
about
Tay
Cena too, bro.
Rock
I gotta
said,
get
I'll
this,
put your
man.
face on the
Get
50
into
like
this, man. I
Jefferson?
forgot.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Based on the
dope,
50
yeah.
man.
for Jefferson, yeah, that was terrible. Yeah. Nigga don't know his money, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
what about ain't no telling where the rain go.
That was terrible.
Oh,
That was
and
terrible.
Stern and Nash.
Uh,
Stern and
Ain't no
Nash was
telling where the
terrible.
rain go. What for, and then he made that a subtitles. He
Why you
made
don't
the
get it?
We're not
Get it?
doing this. We
Durango?
can't do this.
Nah, do
We
you get
can't
it?
do
It's a
this.
card. It's a card. Nah,
Yeah,
you don't
the
get it,
Hey,
Clips.
Durango.
It's
hey,
a
The
card.
hey,
Durango
yo,
is a
hey,
car.
yo,
The Durango is
hey,
a
yo,
truck, like an
pause this.
SUV truck.
No,
hey,
no, 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 no,
Hey, yo,
no. You don't get it. You
pause,
don't get it. You don't get it.
pause this. Pause this. Pause what I'm
Nah,
about
we're
to
not gonna
say.
pause nothing. We ain't gonna pause that.
No, 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 no,
You're
no,
being
no. I
recorded,
gotta
bro.
pause this.
You're being recorded,
No,
bro.
no,
Let's go here.
I gotta
Yes, you
pause now
are.
because it's one of the bars that.
I,
No,
I ain't
Lucci,
gonna
don't do
edit
this.
it.
Don't do
I ain't gonna
this.
edit it,
Don't
Phil.
do this.
hey,
Don't
The
do
don't
this.
neighbor,
edit.
favorite
Don't do this.
neighbor. I'm not editing. Go ahead.
I like
How do you better
Don't
go
do
it.
this.
ahead? Go
Don't do
ahead. Go
I
this.
like
ahead. Go ahead.
Don't
Go
do this.
it.
ahead.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Nah, what?
I like this.
The brother Khan
Pull
said
up, Cal. Where you
his
at?
name is Rajon.
Cox.
That's not a bar. It's real life. The brother name is Rajon.
Wow.
I'm not
Nah.
gonna say
Come
it.
on,
I'm not
man.
gonna say it. Y'all
You
know
know
that
what?
brother name.
You
It's
know
Come
what?
Free the
on,
Wayne.
man. Come on,
Free
man.
my
Hold up,
neighbor.
hold up.
Free the
That's
Wayne.
not a
Hey,
pause. That's
shout out
not
to
a
my boy
pause,
Yeah.
man.
Thanos,
Come on,
man.
Nasty
man.
work.
Some of
Nasty
Shout
Come
out to
work.
my
on,
boy
man.
Thanos,
me,
man.
man.
Is that a
That
pause,
Captain
man? Come on,
Morgan,
man.
that shit was not it, man.
Oh,
On the pushback.
Cujo, Captain, more guns come
Yeah,
out. Wait,
that's
if I
not.
That's
Captain
fire.
more
I
guns,
was about to say,
Nah,
if we
that's
get in this
fire.
conceited
Can't
bag,
more
we'll
guns
probably be
come
here
out.
all day.
Get
That was kind of
Captain
clever.
Morgan
That was kind
come
of
out, man.
If I
that
cap
was kind of
more guns come out.
that was kind of
Pause.
clever though. That was kind of clever though.
It's
It,
kind of
That's
it
also
was.
Get
It
fire.
was
Captain
though.
More
Yeah, I
Guns
go
come out.
appreciate
That's
that.
fire.
nasty work.
If I
that
kept
was
them more guns come out.
the
Yeah,
slow jab he had against B Magic. The pause
low
game was
key,
crazy.
it's kind of fire. If you know what I'm saying, if you
Hey,
go,
It's
that's
hold
really
up.
that's
not, bro.
wordplay.
I'm
That's
not gonna hate
wordplay
on
at
the
its
brother.
finest.
Damn, I just
Get kept
dissed
in them
you. The
August
beat
Didn't
come out.
can't
didn't
be
didn't
changed.
Khan have
I was
didn't have
like,
Khan like a real pause cringy line versus B Magic.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
about caramel.
Yeah,
Caramel.
and all in this nigga
Caramel.
like caramel.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
That was
nasty.
that was
You could
nasty
have kept
work.
that.
Bro,
That
I
wasn't
think
even
it
a
like added
speaking
like
bar.
one.
It was pause.
There you go, dude.
Hey
Bro,
Thanos,
Uh,
shout out to your brother Clips with another cringy haymaker that broke the room, man.
let's go. Phil gonna love
Oh,
it.
we're not gonna do that,
Phil
I
gonna
bro.
would
love
have
it.
grabbed Rock's
Stop
face.
this. Y'all gonna stop this
Hold
clip
up.
slander.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
know
gonna
what it
stop
is,
this
man.
shit. Come on,
I would have
man.
grabbed Rock's face in front of his family, start shaving that. So Arkansas Little Rock get the razor back.
Um,
Did it break the room?
Hands on
It's
fire.
Yeah, he did.
Did it break the
yeah.
room?
It was in a
nah.
smaller
It's not a
room, but
terrible
you know
line.
that.
Okay.
It's not a
Thinker.
terrible line.
So
Yeah.
Arkansas, okay.
Arkansas.
Twerk got a lot of those too, man. I'm not gonna. I know brothers
So
gonna get their
what do?
feelings
Oh,
hurt.
let me ask you
Man,
something else.
gotta
What do y'all
fulfill your
think
work,
get the bars
Ty.
over like in the moment? Like, what do you think it is to make someone to like not
There's
pay attention
exciting.
to?
It's exciting, but there's liquor in the building. I mean, there's a
You
lot of
think
elements.
that's
I think.
Oh, I got one. Hold up. Tay Rock versus JC. Tay Rock said the same shit as Hitman. He just stole the line. That was terrible.
You gotta say the line,
That's
Robbie. We don't know
fire.
what you're talking about. What the
Nah,
hell?
yeah.
He
Right.
was like, little brother,
that
come
brother
on.
You
the
know,
onion,
man,
bro.
man,
You're the
promote you. Nah,
onion.
that was
You're the
fire.
onion.
That was fire. Yo.
Uh,
Nah, that was fire.
Lucha, I think brothers
Well,
just be excited in the moment, man. I think a lot of that's just in the moment. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
I,
it's
I'm not gonna
moment and
lie.
it's
Just
setup
going to
too.
Summer Madness, bro. Like that energy that was in
No,
the
it was
crowd when
terrible.
Russell was
Like, don't
like what I
justify it,
seen.
man.
Not what
Come
that
on.
wasn't. What was that Summer Madness feel?
Yeah, that's from the man.
What did we went? We went to.
What did the brother
I
good
seen.
say?
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, bro.
Something about let the
What I
energy
seen
come.
on.
Lucha's
Hold on,
talking.
hold on. Let me
Lucha's
say this. Let me say
talking. Hold
this.
up.
one person at
I
a time, y'all. One person at a
I
time.
do got to say this that what
Yeah.
I seen, what I felt and seen in the building when I watched the shit on camera, it didn't feel the same. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Everything I love, bro. That
It's-
shit just looked
don't.
different. It didn't
Respect
feel
it.
the same. So that's why I was trying to feel like what gets those bars over at the moment, like for people to be going crazy and shit like that. Or whatever.
It be the
Hey, Lucha.
setup though, Lucci. It be the setup a lot of times with the bars. Like when we was in the crowd, we was in tune to the Chess and Easy battle, right? We was locked in.
Yeah, that
We,
shit was just
we
oh my
was
god,
we
that
was
shit felt
hanging
like
on
a
niggas
football
every
game.
word. Right. Right. That shit felt like a football game.
It
Like
felt
niggas was
like a
like,
real
ooh
football
shit.
game,
Like what you
man.
what you
Hey,
finna do? You know what I'm saying? But the setup to the bars that land now it's like because when the bars hit now we looking around at each other like nigga that shit crazy then now you're waiting on something else. So it's always the setup to the punch, and the people that master that have mastered the big room, right? They understand how to set up lead up to the haymaker where you got the people where you have the crowd. They're in tune. They're listening to you. So now all you got to do is dress it up. Once you dress up the bar and land your punch, boom, you got it. Now it's up to your opponent to
but
either match you.
I think
Man.
that's also
Like
that's
even
also
real
like a
name
thing where
Brandon.
brothers don't go
Go ahead.
to real quick, Lucci. Brothers
Go
don't
ahead.
really
Nah,
go
go ahead. Go
to
ahead.
like big events like that, like live events like that, because like I can pick it out, and I'm telling you from Phil, I'm talking to you. So from one drunk nigga to another, nigga, I know what I can look at the room and know when the alcohol in the room. Like I can when I see niggas say some basic shit like I really I'll gun buck this dumb fuck, and I hear niggas, okay, niggas is drunk, okay, cool, that's where the line is. And
Is
then
that
you see
hanging on
certain
to every
things,
word?
yeah, like
Nah.
when you're there like that and some simple shit that sitting in your fucking house, Lucci, you wouldn't even react to. You're like, okay, he's rapping. Like when you're there in the moment, because it's the same thing. Like you said, a football game, a fucking concert, a basket, any type of thing where it's thousands of people were all together watching something. when your fucking inhibitions are lowered and you're just like, oh shit, a nigga dunked, I'm going crazy. This nigga didn't windmill, tween the legs off the backboard, nothing. He dunked, and you spilled your drink on yourself, going crazy. Like, okay, you drunk, calm down. See, look at you.
You know what? You know what, Cal? That about like going to the big events. You know, I've been to some big events. I've been to some medium-sized events, small rooms, real hole-in-the-wall PG events. I went to a bunch of events during the pandemic when it was in the caffeine rooms.
That's fine.
And it doesn't matter what event you're at. When you're there, it's like the energy of everybody else kind of transfers on you. That's why, like, when it's like at a big room, like I was at Gnome, I think it was Gnome 9. I think there's so it's like 2,000 people there.
Okay.
And I'm on stage there, so just like the whole energy of everybody erupting, it might not even have been for a crazy bar, but it's just like the whole energy. Yeah, it's an ambiance. So when, and then if you like a nigga and he cooking, and then the crowd erupting, it's like, nah, I gotta like go crazy, and it's I don't know, it's just a different feel when you're there. And then I've been in
it's infectious.
When I was in the caffeine rooms, if you notice, like during a lot of those caffeine battles. At the beginning, they really only had like the battlers in there. Then they start letting fans in there, and a lot of people wasn't reacting. Like, okay, so before we go on air, you got the caffeine staff. They're like, okay, y'all, you know, and Smack is there. They're like, okay, y'all, you know, man, we about to go live on caffeine, and you know, it's like they talking to us like we on a TV show, like, okay, yeah, be enthused, you know what I mean? It's like be enthusiasm, but then fans didn't want to overreact or so that was a little weird. But when you are the normal rooms, it's organic, man. When we see that Homecoming and Mook and Sirius Jones going crazy, it's like that's 1,000 people just all in tune, man, energetically, man. So yeah, everybody at least a big
I would say that's something more like going to a comp.
Have you ever been to a sport event where they told you to be enthusiastic, G? Where they had to tell you to be enthusiastic? You've never been to one that said, "Hey, after commercial break."
Unless you're regarding like mascots or cheerleaders.
I think wrestling events like WWE.
This nigga black
I appreciate black.
Like when you go to a WWE event and shit like that, they tell you to start cheering and shit or whatever before the TV.
I found it.
Put the cameras back on.
After mascots and cheerleaders.
I mean, well, yeah, like that's their main purpose of that shit. It's like to encourage cheer and to actually make sure that y'all are like a part of the actual cycle.
I don't think they were saying they were overreact and just cheer for anything. They're basically saying like, yo, just
just show effort.
Yeah, just show effort because remember. The caffeine when they was on the Mickey Mouse sets and the live sets, there was no fans in there. So then it's like we still during the pandemic, they bringing people in, people got masks on. So they like, okay, yeah, you guys can cheer, so
right.
But yeah, I think everybody should go to at least one big event. I would recommend unless you want to.
I agree.
Don't ever go to a big event unless you're a social butterfly. And you just want to that ambiance? Nah, man. Get stage passes. That way you can go from the stage into the crowd. If you want to go in the crowd, then you can still go stage.
Nah, this is what I say about this. This is what I say about this big events. Go in the crowd. Don't get on the stage, bro. Get on the stage. That's perfect. Get in the crowd. Get in the crowd where the people at. That's when you get the real organic, the vibe. Like you really get the feeling of it.
You start chopping it up with niggas you never met before, neither, bro. Like that shit, that crowd,
right.
Yeah, bro.
We met so many niggas.
Hell yeah, reacting to bars, bro. Like that was weird. Like you know what I'm saying? Meet niggas just. Because both of y'all reacting to bars the same way, like, damn, you hear that shit, my nigga? Like, that shit sparking conversations and shit. I'm like,
give me high fives and shit. Like, we've been cool forever. Like,
I'm telling you. I still got the videos, Phil.
Because, like,
hey, man, this is lit.
I flew all the way to Houston. The event in Gnome 9. I bought stage passes to the event. And when I got to the event, if you was in the crowd, just all right, so nothing.
When I was, if you was in the crowd that night, bro, we were standing out there. Keep in mind, we standing out there in the line for hours before we get in, and then we in the venue standing for another 7-8 hours. If I didn't have the stage passes to be able to like sit and chill backstage, bro, I want to be able to survive that event in the crowd, man. There's nowhere to sit. You standing up on your feet.
I'm not gonna hold you. I showed up like a little bit later to that same event, stage passes and all, and no line, no bullshit, no extra.
Yeah, I always show up late. Every event I went to, I showed up late. Like the first battle probably be going. I'm not about to. I've never waited in a line, bro. So I'm not waiting in the line.
Walk straight in, right? Like you can show up right when the show starts and walk straight in.
I see everybody going in there.
We walk straight in that
straight in. Yeah. I know y'all walk straight in that bit.
You can show up right when the show starts, walk straight in, and not miss a thing.
And not miss a thing. I Black. I'm not gonna lie. When I went to the last show in New Orleans, I was me and my girl. We watching everybody in line, but I'm smoking a blunt the whole time. She's like, "Babe, you're not gonna get in line." I'm like, "Man, I'm not about to go stand no motherfucking line. Man, you better block this motherfucker. Let me finish this blunt. Let's go get a daiquiri or so."
You said it just like that. You said it just like that.
Exactly like that. By the time we finish doing this, I'll be ready to go in there, baby. Hey, she perfectly understood all that.
Y'all niggas be letting Ty say something. I be letting Ty say this shit. Stop.
Nah. I will say Gucci girl was cool as fuck. Gucci girl was cool as fuck. We was in Houston. The nigga said Friday night. The nigga Friday night, he said, "Nah, I gotta spend Friday night with my girl, y'all. I'll be with niggas tomorrow. I'll be with niggas." She let me get tomorrow. She let me get tomorrow.
That was the anniversary. I'm gonna have to hit. Nigga, I probably still would be here about that shit right now. Still to this day, I probably would be here about that. Nigga, you dug me
as a
off with
real
them
nigga.
niggas.
Yeah, relax. Yeah.
Hey, look, hey, Lucci, me and Cole look at each other like, they can't do nothing but respect it. They gotta do nothing but respect it. We gotta go get somebody. We gotta go hit other niggas for the earn.
Lucci, you think I'm finna miss some coot noot from my woman to hang out with Phil? You out your fucking mind, nigga.
What you right?
That was the anniversary too, Cal. It was the anniversary, man.
As a man, I would look you in your face, be like, nigga, don't hit your mission. Don't hang with me, nigga. Like,
right.
Boy, I just spent $400 on dinner, boy.
Cause Cal, look, that night we was on bullshit. That night we was on bullshit.
Yeah, I really was.
We was on bullshit that night. So that nigga was he did the right thing by staying with his lady. Nah, I'm doing my lady tonight. We was on total bullshit Friday night.
I had spent almost $400 on dinner, bro, for like an hour in a restaurant and shit just because it's the anniversary. I'm like, nah, I can't go fuck with these niggas tonight, man. I'm not gonna fuck with these niggas. Not tonight, son. I got everything y'all want to want, so I'm pulling up on you. And I'm pulling up on y'all here, but not tonight, son. Hell nah, son.
That should be expensive, Lucci. Hold on, side, real quick. I'm gonna say this, get done. Lucci, eating with your woman is always much more expensive than eating like with your niggas or like eating by yourself.
Oh damn! Hell yeah!
I sat down with my woman, bro. On my soul, I sat down with her a couple weeks ago. We popped up at this little Louisiana like food joint here in Atlanta. So we looking at po' boys, we looking at eating gator, all types of crawfish, all types of other extra shit, daiquiris, da. Boom, Lucci. We was there for probably 20 minutes. Tell me why that was $300 almost.
God damn, Cal. What the fuck, man? Hey, you know the restaurant high, boy. You go in there, ain't got no. If it ain't got no prices if it ain't got no prices on the menu when you go to a restaurant and you about to just order shit, you know that motherfucker expensive. I'm just give y'all some game.
Lucy, I already know. They don't even tell you the prices. They tell you
there's no prices on the menu. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He ain't lying either. They not gonna say this.
And you gotta look, and you with your woman, you can't flinch, Lucci. You can't flinch. Boom, the bill
Bait
comes.
Twitch.
Oh,
And bro,
boom.
and I thought that,
Take
like I
20%.
said, bro, I would if I really had it like that, I would do shit like that. But I understand is, sometimes you got to do shit like that. I mean, it was my first time, but then after I thought about it, like, damn, $300-$400 for some shit that, okay.
We could have did it to crib.
You know what? Yeah, we go. You know what? Next
I could have made
anniversary.
this.
On
I
my
said, you know
soul.
what? Next anniversary, nah, fuck all this shit here,
On my
man.
soul.
With the
On my
God,
soul.
and then we
On my
got
soul, Lucci.
not the
We
food,
not
the
doing that.
outfits, the
My woman
clothes to
like, oh,
go
you
to the
cook so
restaurant,
good.
everything.
You cook.
Yeah, bro. My girl cook good, so. Like I told, I mean, but I respect that because she did allow me to go chill my dog that Saturday night though. So I couldn't do nothing but respect that.
My question, real
Right.
quick, was: were y'all
What's
doing a
up?
show tonight? Or you?
Shit,
Yes,
we been
sir.
recording.
Y'all
We
did
been
have a show.
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We
already
Already recording.
recorded.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
what the
about?
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hit some battle rap. Where you at, brother Cujo? Go ahead. Cujo to put the phone down, huh? All right. Mm-hmm.
Started.
Is y'all drinks poll? Is y'all drinks
Yeah,
poll? Let me ask
fucking
that.
right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, my
I
drink,
gotta get my
my
girl for
drink
work,
poll.
but she gonna be like,
Hold
man, you
on, let
tore
me.
up. We
Go ahead,
good.
Cujo. I'm getting some ice. Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead, brother.
all right, man. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
Yes,
good.
sir.
All right, man. Listen, man, we got all the cringe out the way, at least for now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's
Hour
coming back.
plus,
It's coming back.
amazing top tier cringe, man. But we do got a show to do, so we back in the building. Well, I'm back in the building on a beautiful Friday. You know what I'm saying? The weather is lovely. The sun was out. You know what I'm saying?
What you
Holidays
say?
was decent. You know what I'm saying?
Lovely
You know,
holidays.
yeah. It was decent, man. But back to regular scheduled programming, man. 30th is arguably low key might be the wrap up show. I'm not gonna lie, we gotta do a wrap up show, man. Year end wrap up show. You know what I'm saying? Recap of some of the best moments. You know what I'm saying, brother Lucci? If you want to do like a compilation. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
I
Some
got
of
him. I got us.
yeah, man. Because
Oh yeah, that nigga was in the warehouse for real. Shouts to No 9.
Free yes.
yeah, man. But yeah, we had like what damn near we got 100 subscribers. So we hit the
96. That 100,
96.
man.
We at
96.
96.
Yeah.
That's amazing, yo.
Man, like
I
like
just
this
tell my
shit.
people if I see family and friends, look, bro, subscribe to the channel, bro. If you got time to pay, to listen,
Hey, look, I
But
ain't gonna
I
hold
got
you.
about like
I still
5
ain't,
or 6 subscribers like that lately, bro.
I
Yeah, man.
still
We
ain't told niggas, yo. I can't tell
me.
niggas, yo. My life not yours. I can't tell niggas.
Damn. Oh
I
shit.
can't even tell niggas, yo. I would love to tell niggas, hey, I got a podcast, listen to it. And then niggas would be like, yo, you said that? Yeah, I said that.
Yeah,
I did.
right, man. You know what I'm saying? For every view, you know what I'm saying? Every subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Everybody tuning in, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Staying past, a couple of minutes just to listen to the entire show. Like, we appreciate all the subscribers, man, all the fans, all the listeners. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And don't subscribe. We appreciate you too. At least leave a like. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause we
Hit a
grind.
like, drop a comment,
It's a
something.
lot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
man. Join
some
the
type of
conversation.
engagement.
Hit
That's all
that
we ask.
Discord link too.
Yeah, man. Y'all don't know, man. The back and forth we done had about the direction of this show and brothers really being passionate, man, and coming together to create some really cohesive, you know what I'm saying, content, man. It's not just some shit where we just jumble shit up together, man, and give y'all every week, man. Like, nah, brothers is figuring things out. How to market this shit, how to what I'm saying, put it out there, how to what I'm saying, like how to promote it. Like, it's a
Hey,
lot that
Cujo, another thing too, we working around our real lives too, though.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like niggas really work. You know what I'm saying? Like even with me myself, I can just talk about like I was more active early when we started it, but my work schedule was different, right?
Right.
Getting my work schedule changed, I had to adjust how I. All right, cool. How do I get on the show and
Exactly.
be active, even with my work schedule being how it is? So it's a lot of real life stuff that you got to maneuver around and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Just salute to everybody, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Everybody being consistent,
Yeah.
everybody showing up to work. Just
Yeah.
fuck with
Yeah.
y'all.
Brothers ain't here every day, you know what I'm saying? But when we do show up, you know, it's a movie every time, man. And we all got different lives, all from different parts of the world. You know what I'm saying? But we here consistently, man. And it may not be every time, but it's been consistent all throughout the year. So I just want to say, man, like I really appreciate brothers, man, for showing up. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you ain't a pod member, man, like just being a part of the pod and showing up and contributing, man, and just unmuting and chopping it up with brothers, man, like that really means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because you really don't have to do it, but the fact that you do, it really means a lot. This really just started from, you know what I'm saying, miking up in other rooms randomly, you know what I'm saying, with like 10 people to creating you know, being in a whole different server and creating a podcast, man, and really trying to take this to the next level. So, hey, man, pretty soon, man, you might see brothers going live, you know what I'm saying? Might see brothers doing live shows. Niggas might be touring. I'm just putting shit out in the air, man. Manifesting.
Manifesting, right?
Talk about it. Talk
Oh
about it.
yeah.
On some Joe
2020,
Budden, on some
2023, we should see a lot of visuals, bro. Y'all probably gonna finally get to see how some niggas look, man. I mean,
yeah, man.
we've been ducking that camera for a little while though, but you know what? All I can say is, man,
Bobby.
shave your face. You hear me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what? Once we go there, we ain't going back. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hey
all I got to
Cal.
say.
Hey
Go
Cal,
ahead.
tell these niggas.
Brother Trump.
Shave your face.
I'm letting my shit grow. I'm letting
Okay.
my shit grow.
That's good. Hey,
I'm letting my shit grow. Fuck a nigga. Like, yeah.
If only y'all could see what goes down in the Discord, man. Like Marabi just been randomly camming up for like every time we came up now the past couple of weeks. This brother, man, with this like Scooby Doo villain hairdo, man, like just randomly camming up every time, man. Like that should be hilarious, man. But
Hey,
shout out
Cujo,
Marabi.
could you give me a second really quick, Cujo? I just
Yeah,
wanna.
yeah, definitely.
All right. So respectfully, we appreciate y'all rocking with us throughout the year. As both of these
Where
brothers
I be
said,
going?
um, there will definitely be visuals appearing on the channel in the coming years. There will also be like forms of long form essays that are going to be put together for your like podcast needs when you drive. And I know me myself, I take a lot of road trips. There will be things that will be taken into consideration. You see what I'm saying? And also, you know, I feel like this is also a perfect time to talk about one of the sponsors that I am actively trying to get involved with the channel, which is Scentbird. You see what I'm saying? I'm a nigga who loves to look good and smell good. Um, Today I actually had my second subscription renewed with Scentbird. It was a Mercedes Benz cologne. The shit was called
Mm-hmm.
Sign. They have nodes mean like small senses or like small, you see what I'm saying, like iterations of scents of ginger, lavender, nutmeg, amberwood, and satala. um we're all grown men, like we're not doing that respectfully. Sinbird has been like a really dope addition. You know what I'm saying? Like I moved states and everything else like that. It's really dope to actually have a situation as to where I can try out colognes and see what works for me. Like you see what I'm saying? Like see what goes with my outfit and shit like that. Been getting constant compliments. So hopefully, we can actually get a formal sponsor from these people in the future in this year. You see what I'm saying? Like 2023. I feel like everybody benefits from like smelling better. When you look better, you see what I'm saying? And you smell better, you perform better in everything that you do. Work, relaxation, you know what I'm saying? Your own private interest or public interest. So with that being said, we appreciate y'all. We almost at 100.
Yeah.
We almost at 100.
Almost at 100, dog.
Salute.
I didn't see that for us. I didn't see that
Salute,
for us.
man.
But now niggas is almost at 100. You know what I'm saying? We moving. We moving, dog. I love it. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
man.
Niggas moving.
I'm
Moving and
proud of
shaking.
brothers,
Fuck what
man.
niggas talk about. Bitches, IWP. Fuck the rest of you niggas. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying?
And
You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
be
That's
down for
all I'm
me,
saying.
man. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Joe
man.
Budden, we're coming for you, dog. Like you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You got the couch with like 4 niggas. Like, nah, this is a group of niggas. we really.
Salute to all the brothers with their own podcast.
Ah!
Everything aside, you know. Salute to Mav. Salute to Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like, salute to a
Yeah,
lot of
salute to
brothers
Gilly,
brothers.
Wallow,
that I tune
Gilly,
into. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gilly
Wallow.
and
Gilly
Wallow.
Wallow, yeah, man.
Salute to them
Salute to
brothers.
everybody, man.
But we on the come up, man. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all we
That's
saying.
all I'm saying. That's
You
all
know.
we saying.
Yeah, man. But listen, man. Listen. I'm the resident host again. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
For the
get into it.
100th time. We got all the sentimental shit out the way. We got all the cringe shit out the way. We'll get back into it though. But you know what I'm saying? It's another episode of Is We Poddin Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Episode, I don't know at this point. You know what I'm saying? Lucci will get back to me about that.
That's Lucci job. Yeah, that's Lucci job.
That's
He give
Lucci's
us the
job,
number.
man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers behind the scenes. But yeah, man, we here again, man. It's been a lot of shit popping off, man. Cringy ass battle rap. Cringy ass
Supreme
jury
shot.
verdict. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot going on, man. So, hey, man, if brothers want an intro, they can intro. You know what I'm saying? Or we could just, we get right into the show. But we here, man. Another episode, another week. You know what I'm saying? We finna head into 2023. You know what I'm saying? So this is the last show for real before we head into the new year. You know what I'm saying? So
That's Fendi.
it's going out with a banger, man. Another classic. Not no potential classic, almost classic. It's a classic. Like, so let's make this shit work, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I already posted the topics in the, you know what I'm saying, in the room, so finna get it popping, man. But if brothers want the intro, you know what I'm saying? Cal, Marabi, brother Ty,
Let's do it like
let people
that.
know where you from.
Let's do it like that. Number one. It's your boy 407 Cal. You know what I'm saying? Recently relocated,
Mm.
but I do have a new rollout in light of my relocation. You see what I'm saying? It's
Mm.
it's it's prime Dion with the mind of Elon. I'm three beyond yo forever. That's seven. Please don't be clever. That's I. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, we here, man. Brother Phil.
Hey man, it's Phil Will from Mobile. Your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so fly. Delta tried to take my name from me.
Mm.
Told him no. Told him no. Told him no. Told him no.
Hey, man. See, brother Lucci, man, you unmuted, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
I
This
know
Louisiana Lucci, Mr. Tinfoil Hat. You know,
Mr. 10-4.
yeah, I got some shit that I want to bring to the table tonight, bro.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go ahead. That's all I got,
Um,
though.
okay. I already see where it's going, so I'm ready. Yeah, we're going to get the first crazy
Nah, it ain't
topic.
gonna be that crazy, bro. Go ahead, dude.
But yeah, man, if anybody else don't want to, intro themselves, we just going to get right into it, man. Um, I know brother's transition game is terrible, but it makes the show, you know what I'm saying, what it is, man. So I don't be caring for real, but brother Tory, man, brother Tory, man.
Let's talk.
They threw the book at the brother. I don't know, man. Listen, I have no dog in the fight. Before we get into it, I have no dog in the fight. I gave up on the case, months ago. I just seen too much back and forth, too many narratives that I felt like was just annoying. A lot of embellishing, a couple of little lies, a little inconsistencies here and there. But brother's going to jail, man. I don't know how long he's going to jail for. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? They say he's looking at 22. You know what I'm saying? So possible deportation, but we here, man. So let's get into it, man. Tory Lanez, brother guilty, man. You know what I'm saying? I know, brother Lucci. I know. Listen, man. I know this your topic, man. I know, but I'm just saying, you better have some proof, brother. You know what I'm saying? Provide something. You know what I'm saying? So it won't make us look too crazy. I know we got some female listeners, man, sisters, man. Listen, these are just opinions. You know what I'm saying? Do not hold us to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just how some of us feel. We're allowed to have opinions. We're allowed to feel how we feel. It doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, we hate y'all. We have
Cujo,
issues
fuck
with
that.
y'all.
Fuck that. Let's get to it, Cujo. Now I'm getting mad.
All right. We
Now
here.
I'm getting mad. Now
All
I'm
right.
getting mad.
Here we go. Oh, here we
Because
go.
niggas, yeah, nigga. Because people like to play fucking dumb. Last time that I checked,
Uh-huh.
I was doing research because I was curious. You see what I'm saying? I was paying like loose attention to the situation, and I was looking like, oh, well, this shit kind of looks spooky a little bit. Da, 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 da. It turns out them lawyers weren't lawyering, respectfully, and
Mm-hmm.
it also looks like Tory was playing them internet games with a serious case. And I told you niggas, I think I told you niggas probably 2.5, 3 months ago when it came to committing crimes, how you should probably stay off the fucking internet. But apparently you guys need a sacrificial lamb. That is he. And there was also phone calls leaked from jail when he was calling,
Uh-oh.
where he literally apologized for what he did and said he wouldn't have done it if he wasn't so drunk. That's what he said.
Mm.
If you like,
Uh-huh.
I can post the call in here because it's really fucking disgusting. Like how this shit plays out. It's really fucking crazy. But excuse me, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
That
crazy how
that
this shit is like two-year build up, man. Like I remember when
yeah.
this first happened, man. Like
I got
I
one bar
mean,
for niggas. I got one bar for niggas.
all right, but
Um, and
brother in the
I
building.
think what I've learned, what I've come to see that niggas are mistaken on, niggas didn't know what the charges was. And I think because niggas don't know what the charges was, they ran with a whole bunch of narratives or whatever. And I think it was very easy to prove those charges, because one charge was having an unregistered gun. That's easy. Niggas found a gun on you. That just is what it is. The second one was what, reckless endangerment with
Yes, sir.
a
Yes,
gun.
sir.
Very easy to
Yes, sir.
prove because a lot of what Tory was making the case to be was that he didn't shoot at her, that the other girl was shooting, but it's already reckless endangerment because you have the gun, right? So that's already
Right.
proven. We have the ballistics, we have a bullet, we have bullet fragments, we have the gun. Nothing to prove. What I think people get confused about is what assault with a deadly weapon is. People went into this case thinking that it was attempt murder or something like that. Of course, it's not attempt murder, right? Attempt murder got to be above, I think, above the waist or above the knees, something like that, for it to be attempt murder, something like that. But it was never that. It's assault with a deadly weapon. Assault with a deadly weapon means that you have a gun or you have a deadly weapon, which we check, we have that, and you made a threat, whether verbally or with using that weapon, right? That is assault with a deadly weapon, right? His lawyers did nothing to prove any type of innocence. Their whole entire game plan was to try to do reasonable doubt. But there is no reasonable doubt if we got you with the gun. You shot. We called the witness on the stand that saw we shot. That said they saw you shoot the gun. Your witness. You allowed the prosecution to bring in evidence from September of your star witness saying I don't think the prosecution proved beyond a reasonable doubt about pretty much anything of the case, right? It's still up in there whether the bullet that he shot is the one that ended up in her foot, right? That is what the prosecution had to prove, right? But they already have the fact that he had a gun and that he shot the gun. There's really nothing else to for anyone to argue over. You can think he didn't shoot the bullet that got her foot. You can definitely do that. We'll never know. But the charges are very cut and dry, and there really wasn't really much else to prove because niggas talking about DNA. DNA is not a need to have in a shooting case. It's a nice to have, but you can't tell anyone. No one can come here and name a case where a nigga got arrested because they found his DNA on a gun. It's always eyewitness statements. There's always CCTV, camera footage, or whatever, and ballistics, and then recovering the gun. They had all that already. That's all you need to convict on a shooting charge. That's my bar. I'm done.
Once that witness came on the stage and identified Tory, I mean, at that point, it was he was looking at an uphill battle. Regardless,
and even the charges in themselves, like what Dapper was saying, the charges. Like if you look at the charges that he was accused of, he probably was guilty of those charges. It was like they had a reckless firing of regular engagement with a firearm, having a weapon without being registered. Like it was like them type of charges. So it's like, and then also on the fact that even on Meg's side, Meg's people didn't press charges on Tory. It was the state of California. The state of California pressed the line, and they did that. Now, whether you want to argue influence on Meg's team and Rock Nation and all that, like that's a different topic. But I'm just saying, like, the state of California said, "Nah, we gonna press the line with this, and we gonna take this shit to trial or whatever, what have you." So that's a part of that. Like you said, Dapo, I don't think the defense of Tory Lanez presented reasonable doubt for him to be accosted of the said charges. So in theory, the brother he's gonna go down because you had three people that could make or break the case. It was Kelsey, it was your witness, and it was the bodyguard, which the bodyguard didn't show up until the last day. The witness showed up and he damn near threw you under the bus. And that's your witness. So I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah.
And Kelsey was pleaded immunity from the get-go. So it's like,
I think Cal made a good point too. All the online antics, that shit don't help. But the problem is that he's the one that took it to the social media. He's the one that came on. Like you said, Phil, she didn't press no charge. The state of California did. Now you run it online like you bossed off, and trying to paint this picture that no one was trying to paint. Like no one was saying you did nothing. No one said anything until you came online and started saying this, that, and the third. Now the state of California is on your ass, and it's a whole different type of case now. All because you wanted to come online and just not shut up. Like, and now they're looking at the shit you did to that nigga Prince. Now they're looking at the shit you did to August Alsina. Now they're looking at all the charges you didn't brought up on before. Since you brought it to the court of public opinion, now the court is, and you got a jury of 9 women or 7 women or something like that, majority women, and they already have their mind made up about you because you can't shut the fuck up. Now your father, before the sentencing is coming and talking, he can't shut the fuck up. Like you just got to shut up, bro. Like
so this was all I was saying, Dapple. Respectfully, know what you fighting. That's it. I'm not asking niggas to be fucking masters of law or like understand how to manipulate the English language in the court of public opinion. No, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. But since he can't, and this is my issue with certain niggas, I don't give a fuck if y'all interpret it as me having issues with short niggas because they're overcompensating because of the whole Napoleonic complex. I don't give a fuck about that. These niggas will show you. Bitch niggas will reveal themselves. unprovoked oftentimes. Calm the fuck down, bro. Everybody ain't playing with you. And he kept playing.
Yeah, the album rolled out. You know,
hey Dapo, how much you think of this is clout chasing? Like on his end, like from like the whole story of it. I think it's
early
real.
on it was a lot of clout chasing from him, like coming online and shit like that. I think he learned quickly that like this last year he kind of was saying little things here and there, but I don't know. I just niggas is dumb criminals. Like you could tell he not really a criminal. He just a nigga that got money and started thinking he was like it. A nigga that really do crime and really been in the streets gonna know how to move. They gonna know not to say nothing. Like that. If you did that, I'm not making no call from the jail. How you making a call to homegirl apologizing?
The homegirl, right? Her homegirl
in the county. How you making that call? Like you know that shit is recorded, man, and you apologize. I'd never did that if I was drunk, nigga. Like how you call the nigga?
Yo, call my bodyguard. Yo, call my bodyguard and tell him do it. Like, bro, you are bugging. You
know the funny thing is that he said, "What hospital is Megan?" Right? At that point, they didn't put up no stories or nothing like that. If her thing was that she stepped on glass, why are you asking that? What hospital is she in? That means you know what happened already, and then you're apologizing for what happened. So it's like, that was evidence that was in the case. I don't know how. I think they're starting to release evidence now. That was what the jury heard. The jury heard that call. And the defense didn't do anything to try to like break that call down and put the doubt on that call. The jury heard the call. The defense left it alone. Like I don't. It's just because what can you really do? Because someone said he was like apologizing for fucking both of them. I'm not gonna call the shorty and say, "Yo, I'm sorry. I would have never did it if I wasn't drunk." That doesn't make no sense. Why would I call the shorty like, "Yo, sorry, I fucked you. I wasn't drunk." That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right? He fucked up.
Crazy.
He fucked up. He fucked up off of that shit.
He's not a criminal. He's a nigga that got money and thought he was hot shit.
That's all.
And he don't
get away with it.
And I wish being too mixy. Hold on. Excuse me. Let me refer to you by your pseudonym. Excuse me, Mr. Classic. Hold on. This is the problem with niggas. Stop playing with these bitches. Nobody is fucking playing with you. The court of law ain't playing with you. Her friend, who I guess is her ex-friend now, and I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you called them peoples. Do you see what I'm saying? You called her. Nigga, they literally tell you, phone ring, enter the number. You see what I'm saying? They let your peoples know, hey, this call is being recorded. And you still got up in there and was like, yo, I'm sorry for what I did. I was so fucking drunk. I wouldn't have done that if I... Nigga, that's an admission of guilt. And that's recorded. This nigga's a fucking dummy. And I hate you niggas who defend niggas just because they niggas. Y'all niggas pussy as well. We're gonna talk about that later. You niggas pussy as well. There's plenty of niggas that I know who did fuck shit who I don't stand by. But for some reason, maybe you niggas lack father figures or I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was definitely some narratives created by both of them, but I see what Dapo was saying, man. That the album roll out and the whole "I didn't do it" shit and believe black men stuff and all that. Man, he could have just never said anything, man. He didn't have to imply that he was dissing her or talking about her, or sneak dissing her. Could have just kept his mouth shut. But people just, I don't know, man. He was fighting for his innocence to some degree, but also was kind of getting irritated.
You gotta just shut up, bro.
Yeah, but it's like, why take things so personally to the point where you basically incriminating yourself because you want to prove a point to people, like, and you did this shit, man. You could just
funny too when in school when a kid do some shit and I'm like, blah blah blah, I catch on whatever. If a kid don't want to admit it, they'll be like, why would I do that? Why would I do blah, blah, blah? And they lying. That's the first thing a nigga went on live and said, why would I do that? Why would I shoot blah, blah, blah? Nigga, you never said I didn't do it. It was always, watch when I'm found innocent. Watch when I did this. Why would I do blah, blah? Nigga never said, yo, I never shot that girl. I never, like, if you go and talk, then, like, say the right thing, number one. And if you're going to talk, or you just shouldn't talk, period, honestly, because you put yourself in a situation. And then a nigga that puts himself in a situation will never take that accountability. Like, man, if I'd have just not said nothing, I would not be here right now. I would not be here right now.
Y'all the same niggas who was talking about Slade, about how he shouldn't say anything, about how aren't y'all the same niggas?
Not me. I never said nothing about Slade. I do not care about that Slade situation. That was Lucci. Lucci defending the rat.
See.
I don't know if Slade is a rat. I really don't care, man. I don't know as much about that situation as other people have. I didn't see the Tay-Rock and Slade battle yet. Like, I'm not here to battle rap for none of the gossip, bro. I want to hear bars about killing people. That's it.
I was gonna say,
go ahead, Ty.
I'll make mine real quick. This is a repeat. We had this topic the other night. I personally I don't care about the situation, like, in general. You know what I'm saying? What I was upset about was there was a little fake rollout when this initially happened. There was a little fake protect black woman movement led by a lot of men, right? Who I had talked to that call women out their name all the time, don't take care of their kids, don't pay child support, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking about protect black women, like, that was annoying, you know what I'm saying? I think brothers gotta stop the fake woke rollout, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? I hope justice is served, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that looks like. I don't think it happened. And the initial report that I read when it did happen was that there was a scuffle and, Tory made Megan dance in the street and was shooting. I don't think all that happened. I think there was maybe some type of physical altercation and whatever. And I think the brother pulled the gun out of fear or to intimidate, Megan. I don't think he intentionally just shot her in the foot. I think the gun went off or he shot at her. And you know what I'm saying? I don't think, because a foot is a weird place to purposely shoot somebody. And to kind of go off Dapple's point as far as Tory not being a street guy, I can't think of too many guys I've met that have really shot people that will tell you that they intentionally shot somebody in the foot. You know what I'm saying? That kind of blows my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think the brother was shooting at her or at the ground around her, and shrapnel or a piece of bullet or whatever happened to get in her foot. That doesn't make it right. That doesn't justify it. I'm just giving my opinion. I also noticed, I don't know if brothers peep, before Megan got shot, she wasn't dancing in her videos, but post shooting, like, she's been dancing a lot. So
that's a lie. That's a lie.
Respect to her for you know what I'm saying, appreciating the ligaments and toes that God gave her. And hopefully she learned a lesson out of this situation to stop messing with certain dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's what I take from it. You know what I mean?
That's a lie. But I'm not gonna let you get that lie off.
Hold on. Now you just told everybody else to respect people when they were talking, right? And to let people get their buzz off. Hold on. But I wasn't done talking though.
This is exactly why I said it, because I know we're gonna all have different opinions about this shit. So, but yeah, brother Cal could, if you want to respond.
No, I'm not trying to disrespect you, Ty. I'm not even gonna play with you like that. Respectfully. But that is a lie. That her being her full, I guess, thottish self, if you want to say it like that, like her throwing that ass, that's been well documented beforehand. Like, it literally came a little bit after her freestyle that actually
talking about dance. I'm talking about actual dance choreography. Like she was not doing that pre-shooting, I don't think, to my knowledge. Yeah, twerking and shaking it? Yeah, she can't help it. She's built. Like, yeah, it's gonna be there. I'm talking about, like, having actual dance choreography. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I will
routines and stuff like that.
I will say she did, from the performances I remember of her. When she's trying to get into that pop bag, I do remember that transition from her from being like rap star to like pop star. She was doing a lot of that. Whenever that Body Yaddy song came out, that's really when she started doing choreography and stuff.
What year was
that? I don't, and that's the thing that I can't really say, because that could have been within the last 2 years.
My point still stands. Hopefully Yeah, hopefully she's more appreciative of what she's got. You know what I'm saying?
It was
Hopefully.
very funny that you said that though. That was very
Yeah, I know. You know, it was a bad joke. I know it. Yeah, I know it. Cal's getting all serious. It was a bad joke, but
No.
yeah,
I don't like niggas lying like that in front of me, especially when it comes to situations like these. When it's
was I
like it's a bunch
intentionally
of
lying
niggas.
though? Was I intentionally lying though?
No, brother. A lie of omission or a lie of ignorance is still a lie.
Okay, well, I apologize if you took it as such, but my point still stands, man. We all have different perspectives, like Cujo said, man. So we're all going to take different things from this case. So maybe my experiences or things that I've seen in life with women specifically, I hope that she takes it as okay. Let me move smarter as far as what kind of men I'm actually dating or dealing with. You know what I'm saying? She's in a position where she can get, I mean, I would imagine damn near any man that she wants. You know what I'm saying? But let's
keep her circle. Like you got a girl in your circle that turned coat on you for whatever reason and sided with the nigga that was fucking you. Like you have a dirt nigga around you and you got a dirt best friend around you. Like
I mean,
she do gotta move a lot smarter.
That's
what I was getting at.
That's people, and I'm not. Hold on. Okay,
There you
cool.
go, Cal.
No, I'm gonna back it up because I'm not trying to be. I'm trying not to be argumentative. Excuse me. So, excuse
I
me.
mean,
You're right.
yeah.
You're
At the
right.
end of the day, she
I
do
respect
gotta,
your opinion.
she in the industry. I mean, she currently dating right now. I know she talking to not talking, but partisan is her man's or whatever. So she kind of been out the loop since then. But she is in the industry, and I know they have a tendency to basically date the same type of people, same type of rappers, and whatever type of industry people. But
I got a question to ask brothers, man. Has there been a because we can switch the rhythm a little bit, right?
I just want to say one thing on this topic, and then
okay.
But I just like to say, first of there's America has an obsession with guns, and it's spreading all over the world. I don't get that. And two, alcohol is, especially when people get drunk, mixing with all types of dangerous weapons. It's never a good. Because I remember seeing a video clip of like Megan's bodyguard, I think, playing around with the gun in a pool or something like that. And I'm like, what type of nonsense is this? People acting like guns are just toys or something.
That's the culture, ODG, that you're not really like understanding.
I mean, I don't
like
need
in
to
American
understand
culture.
It's
Well, no.
guns are
If you actually
toys.
understood the culture, you would understand it's not foolishness. Thus, me speaking to your ineptitude when it came to you understanding a culture that you
Oh,
have yet to
pardon
even
me
be
then. I
privy
didn't
to.
realize it was wise to play with guns as if they were toys.
Nobody said it. Nobody said it was wise. I said that is the culture in America. Period. Point blank. There are situations
But
by which
I
there
said
are
it
people
was
who are
foolishness. You're
registered.
saying it's not foolishness.
I'm saying that it is the culture. If you feel as though it is foolishness, I understand where you're coming from. But in all actuality, there are many people who are licensed to carry, people who have often had um, distinguished bodies of work that came back, who are also suffering from multiple levels of PTSD, alcoholism, depression, dissociative personality disorder, bipolarism, bevy of things that are still licensed and allowed to carry weapons.
Okay.
Does that mean
Anyway,
that
my
they don't
point is
move
it's not
foolish?
a good
No.
idea to play around with dangerous weapons, whether it's a gun, whether it's a knife, whether it's a car. It's dangerous to play
Yeah,
around,
if you're a real
especially
gun
when you're
owner,
intoxicated.
you don't play with guns like that. You don't leave them around. You know what I'm saying? You put your hand on the trigger. If you're not going to blast that motherfucker, like this is gun etiquette, man. I'm not a gun owner, but I've been around enough gun owners to know, bro. Like they
I mean,
don't
I've
play.
been around the gun range, and it was basic common sense not to do anything stupid while holding a gun.
Yeah, there's certain things
you don't hear about the like good gun etiquette don't make the news, dog. Like you only really hear about the bullshit when it
I'm just saying,
happens, especially in like a public environment. That shit's gonna be catastrophic and it's gonna make the news, and that's when people start to preach that shit. But good gun etiquette happens all the time, every day. You just don't hear about the shit.
Exactly. People unpacking their guns, people locking it behind a safe, people making sure that their kids don't even know the locations of the fucking safe, let alone the gun in and of itself. That shit is not popular. That's not powerful for news headlines. You're going to see the like I said, and somebody from America tell me that I'm fucking lying. There's a culture of gun ownership here. Even in hip hop, there's a culture of gun ownership. Does that mean everybody's safe? No, but the culture and the understood underlying, like the underbelly of the shit is still like, yes, you're gonna have a gun. We can't stop everybody from having guns. You can drive south and get a gun, Cujo, and pull up in New Jersey, high off of fucking pills, and sleep with your gun on your chest. Is the government going to come in and take your gun? No. Does it make it right? No. But is that the reality? Yes, it absolutely is. It's the culture.
I got a quick question.
My comment wasn't specifically on the guns, even though I think the world has an unhealthy obsession with those ones. My specific point was, I don't think it's wise, whether it's culturally or otherwise, to be around drugs or alcohol or whatever it is, and weapons. And I don't think it's wise to associate with people that do those things. I think a lot of this situation could have been avoided if people were, one, not drunk, or two, not careless with weapons.
Okay. Understand that. I definitely can appreciate you and respect you there. That's not the world as it is, though. So I respect you and I agree with you, ODG. I agree with you. Certain niggas cutting up. Yeah, certain niggas shouldn't have guns, but is that the reality? Absolutely not. You can have white collar criminals with sociopathic tendencies who can get access to guns because they ain't got aggravated felonies. That's the reality, though.
I got a quick question. It's kind of weird, but just again, my perception and just how my mind works. And hopefully we can dead this topic forever. You know what I'm saying? Never talk about it ever again. Tory's gonna be a popular guy in prison, man. You know, he's
oh my god,
he's an established rapper. You know, when I was in prison, talented brothers could write poems for other people's girlfriends or wives and make money, get commissary. Like, he's gonna be all right, man.
He's gonna be all right. It's hilarious.
My question is, with the rollout with the rollout have been different, if some factors were a little bit different, if Tory was a more popular, more established rapper, like he's established, right? He's got money, but he's not. I think we can all agree that he's not like a top tier guy, right? So if this was somebody who was a little bit more popular, and let's say Meg was not as loved as she is,
it would have been worse.
Would the rollout have been different as far as support for these people? What do you think?
It would have been. I agree with Phil. If he was a nigga who was loud, Ty, a loud, successful nigga, oh no, you're going to hell. They're dragging you to hell.
Yeah,
they're doing all types of
see you under the jail.
Right. Yeah, Grammy revocations. Your shit has been taken back. Like, I don't know, Ty, because I don't know if you're as big as a sports guy as I am, but like Reggie Bush had a situation to where they took that nigga's Heisman Trophy away after. Like, yeah, those Grammys would have been recontextualized. Those Billboard considerations and recognitions would have been recontextualized as well. No, you're not doing that.
Right.
Like, no, like you're dealing with, again, shout out to Malcolm X. Malcolm X said the black woman is the most essentially unprotected woman in modern society, if we're going to paraphrase this. Like, nah. And then you have black women who are actively being successful in multiple mediums, Twitter, TikTok, all of these social spaces that are like $1 million, $1 billion entities. Like, people are wanting to protect black women and have black women be at the
Pardon?
Yeah, my bad. I didn't get that. Was that you, ODG? My bad.
No.
It sound like a O-Red translation.
See. But no,
I'm like, somebody was getting bullied. Somebody's getting bullied for their snacks. What's going on?
I think it would be worse, Ty. I think it would be worse if he was a Grammy winning motherfucker. Like, if he was somebody like that, somebody of esteem, it would be much worse. It would be, this award no longer belongs to you.
It wouldn't have made a difference, basically. Yeah, basically wouldn't have.
It's gonna be left. It's gonna be left.
I agree.
You can't shoot no fucking woman, G. You crazy? You can't shoot no fucking bro. Come on, bro. And then
Well, hey man,
apologizing over a jail phone call? Come on, Ty.
right? Yeah, I'm just asking questions, man. I'm done with it. I'm gonna mute up.
Pardon myself, fellas. I just want to interject real quick, man. So the phone call, I didn't really listen to the whole conversation. So did he admit to shooting her, or did he just apologize for something else?
Marabi, before you get too into it, I want you to make sure that you ask the questions that are beneficial for the whole class and not just you. Okay, I want you to the whole class.
You saw that the teacher just came out. Make sure you ask a question that benefits everybody, not just yourself, sir.
Ask me offline. If it can help the whole class, then go ahead.
That's crazy.
No, he did say sorry. He did say sorry for what happened.
What happened? I was
and then
drunk.
he said exactly. It would have never got that far if I wasn't drunk. I can't even remember
He
what
didn't
happened.
say what happened though. He didn't say what happened. He just said he was sorry for what happened.
So he's like alluding to it.
So Phil, by that
calling me a liar? You calling me a liar? Bet.
Thank you.
Bet.
I didn't listen to the audio, but it basically sounded like he was alluding to the situation. So people got context clues. They understand what he was talking about, basically.
Is it fair to say that he's technically not proven guilty yet?
Mm-hmm.
He has been proven guilty, nigga. He's been proven guilty in court. He got all these charges.
Niggas want him to go home so bad.
Because he reached a verdict, you can't do like a mistrial or retrial. I mean, it's pretty much.
Yeah, it's over.
He's going to appeal. He
could appeal it, but I don't know how well that's going to go over. So
not for them charges, he can't appeal them. Like he can appeal, but he's not going to win on those charges.
Yeah, them charges that he got, they probably gonna stick. Yeah, they probably gonna stick.
And they look
all in all.
You know,
case of shitty defense, bro. Very shitty defense. Like the album rollout was horrible, man. I remember when he dropped the album.
From both of them,
I was just like, my nigga, you made a whole album basically saying you didn't do it, and you clowning this girl and trying to imply that it was glass shards and that you didn't shoot her. And it's like, all right, it's cool, all right, whatever. Then every time she makes a post, you respond to everything, but you're not trying to act like you directly talking about her. And I'm just like,
Cujo,
come on,
Cujo Dapo. Can I offer this? Can I offer this plausible situation? Can I offer this? Just a little pushback. I'm not saying this is true. I'm just.
I already prefaced.
Yeah, just want to offer this Just want to offer this plausible situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Tory and Kelsey were fighting over the gun. Whoop. Meg's back is turned. So when Meg turns around, she sees the gun in Tory's hand. Now, the shots have already gone off at this point, right? I'm saying when she turns around to see where the gunshots are coming from, she sees the gun in Tory's hand.
Mm-hmm.
So would that not, like, if you were in that situation, you don't know who shot you, and you turn around and you see Tory has the gun in his hand, that would lead you to believe that that's the person that shot. Now, it's plausible. That's plausible. I'm not saying it happened. I'm just offering up another situation.
Two things though, Phil. One, she actually said she didn't see who shot her. So that's kind of inconsequential. She said, I didn't see who shot me. Now, secondly, if you're fighting for a gun in real life, a gun not gonna go off 5 times. What's been consistent in the case is that there was multiple shots, 5 shots, whether they came from.
I didn't even know what went on.
The defense's witness said he saw 1 flash from Kelsey, then he saw 5 shots from Tory. Right, he said the short man. I saw 5 shots from him, and he didn't say that they were fighting. He said he saw him reaching out of the car and shooting the gun. So that he said the girls were fighting. Then he saw the man reach out the car with the gun and shoot. So that is what the defense's witness, the defense, Tory's people, His witness.
Did he say? Did he say what direction he was shooting in? Did he shoot at?
He was a bitch ass nigga, and he didn't take the stand.
He was shooting in the air towards Meg.
Well, I'm saying you say he shot the gun. Did he say what direction? He said he shot it in the air. Okay,
but that's the thing.
You know, in court, it ain't about what actually happened. It's what they could prove.
It's not about
what they can prove.
Assault. He didn't get charged for shooting Meg Thee Stallion. He did not get an attempt murder charge. He got charged with assault with a deadly weapon. He assaulted because he shot a deadly weapon at someone, or made a threat with a deadly weapon. That is assault.
Did y'all see the audio? Did y'all hear the audio of Kelsey saying that he shot the gun in the air?
I didn't hear that from the court case or from the thing from the deposition.
It was leaked. It was leaked audio. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, it was a leaked audio.
But they were questioning her, and she didn't mean to say it. You can tell she tried to like switch up her words real quick, but she said, "Yeah, he shot in the air."
I'm not sure. Listen to that audio. All her words were calculated. Like it seemed like she knew that this is. She should have known, but she knew that the shit was getting recorded. So she was careful with her words, how she chose to say it, because, like Cal said, he asked her, "Yo, where Meg at? Like, where hospital she at?" And she said Cedar, and she didn't give the name. Like, I don't know no hospital named Cedar Hospital. So it's Cedar Grove, Cedar Point, Cedar something. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. And she was very careful not to say it unless somebody edited it out. You know, all this shit, man. I don't know, bro. Look,
I mean, and probably knew better what to say in those situations. With the same that Tory probably should have been in touch with.
I think from a strictly legal standpoint, right? I think people are confusing what assault is and what shooting someone is, right? You don't necessarily have to shoot someone for it to be assault, and that's really the thing here that would make why you can't really argue innocent or
right. You can draw your weapon. You can draw your weapon and threaten somebody. That's assault.
Yeah, once you draw the weapon,
I just posted the audio in the chat.
All right, bet.
That's why it's already kind of like a little funny. That's like, I don't know. I don't know the situation and shit. We wasn't there, but it's like just to pull a weapon out, draw the weapon, and kind of be licking off shots in the first place is already like you already.
It's not gray area with them charges though. It's gray area with did the bullet he shot end up in her foot? That is the gray area.
Yeah, that's all I'm talking about, Dapo. That's all I'm talking about.
That's not what he was on. That's what I'm telling people. That's in law. Yeah. That's not what he's on trial for.
Right.
That's the charge. You know what I'm saying?
And this is another case. This is what I said before we have to get up out of here because we got to get up out of here.
Yeah.
So this is what I said earlier with that Kyde Slade and Tay Rock shit. Niggas have a very hard time reading and understanding fucking paperwork. That's the issue with a lot of this shit. I'm not saying y'all, because
niggas got a hard time reading. Period.
Yeah, exactly, Gio. Exactly. So that's my issue because niggas have this weird thing as to where niggas be reading to confirm their bias as opposed to reading to gain information, and that's just fucking stupid.
Never mind.
That shit's stupid. With that being said, you should probably take that up. You should probably take that up with Lucci if you got a problem with him.
It is kind of crazy, man. Brother Lucci been, but it's all good, man. Probably gonna address it in the band, I get it. But I'm glad brothers is here, man. I'm really glad because this proper. Whoa. Rob,
he's smoking out the onion tonight. It's different.
He's smoking
it's different for him.
He's smoking out that shallot.
The shallot is crazy, bro.
We need to give a round of applause my nigga Gio being in the building. I love my nigga Gio being in the building, man. Niggas like, right, regular nigga in here, man. Come on, man.
MIA, man. Like,
hey, man. Been, trying to take some business, man, but y'all know it's all love.
I understand. That's growth spurt.
You know, talking mad shit about you over here, bro. Crazy.
I'm happy that the train is still going on, man.
You know the whole thing,
Let's go, man. Let's get to
We
it.
here, man. We're gonna get to it. So basically, man, this is a continuation of a topic we talked about. Let me see, like a week ago. So I introduced a Twitter post about rappers' primes, right? And it was a topic about 4 rappers. It was Drake, it was 50, it was Wayne, and I believe who was the last rapper? Oh, Kanye. Right. So basically, I think the question was what rapper had the best prime, right, out of all 4 of them. But that's not the topic, right? So we're basically gonna break down what is a prime by the definition, right? Because I want to see how brothers gonna break this down. Because sometimes, man, y'all be thinking like a prime. Uh, uh, is it either defined by when they were at their best or their hottest, or maybe another definition. So out of all them 4 though, the argument could be made for all 4 of them, to be honest.
My bad. Can you say the names again?
It was Drake, it was Ye, 50, and Wayne. Right. Now the only one out of them 4, right? Out of all 4 of them, Drake is still in his prime, technically.
Right.
Like he's still in his prime. I can't really say he peaked as of yet. So
in terms of quality or like just
no, in terms of
popular?
everything. No. In terms of
everything, I feel like I might have
his
to
albums are not better than they were before.
50 prime is kind of crazy, son.
And you can kind of say,
so yeah,
we're just talking about
we
music.
gonna break down rappers' prime because sometimes niggas be giving niggas like 6, 7, 8 year primes.
Hey,
And I'm like,
I got Wayne.
Hold up.
Wayne.
Can we clarify? Because we had this issue Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Cujo, and ODG was about to have a 3-man fight brawl here over the definition. Over the definition of prime. We got to have a definition that everybody agrees.
Music,
career.
movies,
everything,
TV,
movies,
clothing.
clothes, all that, brother.
Oh, that's
so
clear.
what is everybody's definition of prime? Just real quick, like what is your?
They could do no wrong. They were powerful. It's beyond negotiation at that point. That's why I feel like Wayne has that, because we have to still consider the albums that we're dropping. Yes, absolutely. Niggas can feel how they feel about the albums. Hold on.
We are,
we're comparing primes.
Y'all see,
all these brothers had a prime.
Y'all see, unmuted for that Wayne.
Hold on.
Y'all see, unmuted for that Wayne.
Hold on. Please. All I'm saying is prime has to factor in a time where the nigga was unadulteratedly powerful. Period.
Right.
That nigga.
Like he's there, music, albums, mixtapes, movies, acting debuts, out of music business ventures, all of that. That's prime. So yeah, that's why
I do want to preface this, Cal, because I do want to say something. Hold on. No. Hold up, Lucci. Hold up.
Oh no, let him go.
Because I wanted to break this down first before you go. Because I knew you was gonna go here. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know that's you see what you're trying to say, right? Hold on. All right, you can make that argument if you want, but that's after Wayne's prime. I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm about to break down their primes, right? Because we talking about when they were at their hottest, when they were at their best, right? So I broke down each year, right? So for I think for
what niggas
50,
talking about?
we talking about rappers primes. We're talking about rappers primes.
Niggas sound passionate right now.
So yeah, 50's prime, right? If you want to argue from Good Kid, I mean,
you stupid as fuck,
from
bro.
Get Rich or Die Trying to about
that's not a good
Curtis.
argument.
That's crazy.
Or you could even start at 02. Some people want to start at 02, like the Guess Who's Back, Power the Dollar. not Power to
Still
Dollar.
not a good argument.
But if you could start at 02, you could. But I'll start at 03 just to be fair, right? So from Get Rich to Curtis, that's about 4 years. All right. So
That's
03 to 07, right? For Ye, it's from like 05 to 2010. That's like when Ye
I
was
say
at
like
his hottest.
2012,
oh
2012,
oh
2013.
wait, oh five,
20,
wait, oh five was late registration,
yeah, late
correct?
registration. You could include College Dropout, but
It's a
well, no,
classic,
it is a classic.
but at the
I'm
time,
just
it
saying,
wasn't
like,
as big as when, you know what I'm
right.
saying? Yeah, it's crazy.
Come on.
Yo, my
Lucci,
It was
Lucci
crazy.
said that was the
yo,
what? Lucci said that was the
That
what?
wasn't the what?
I think, hey,
Yeah, we gotta edit that.
if I could say this real quick, hey,
Yeah, you can go ahead, boom.
ain't no editing.
I think Cujo,
Ain't no editing.
no, I think Cujo is right with the late
Nah,
registration
ain't
to
no
a,
edits.
oh,
Ain't no edit.
I think he's right with the late registration shit to a degree because
Mm,
I do think that's when musically Kanye hit his prime
He got
as
to that.
far as his artistry, even though he displayed it on College Dropout for sure. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? We're not gonna act like he didn't.
Right.
Wait, boom. So because words mean things.
okay.
So like you said that's when he hit his prime as opposed to when he hit his stride because I feel like
No.
early.
Hold on. That's not what I said because I wasn't finished.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
not either way.
okay,
I'm just saying I can
okay,
see what he's
okay.
saying if you want to start it with late registration because I do think musically that's when he ascended. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
from that point on. But out the gate though, you can still say no, nigga. The prime started from the top,
Yeah,
like
you could if you want to.
You could,
Yeah,
yeah, you
you
could,
could.
you
and
could.
so
If you
Because
want to
what's the
start it
I
from
Yeah,
still
Rap's
feel,
first album,
on the go back boom, right. On the go back boom, yeah, you could say nah, it started right here. And
but I still, I still feel like
no, not
before we
necessarily.
move forward, I still want to say this. I
Hmm.
still want to say this.
Yeah, yeah.
Kanye has more classic albums than Jay Z. I just want to let that be known.
That's a
That's not
fact.
hard to. Yeah,
That's a fact.
that's
Like
not
I just want that to be laid out.
You didn't have
Period.
to. You
Before
didn't
we
have to do that
move
though.
forward.
no,
No,
that's not
no,
crazy
no,
to say
no, no,
though.
no.
That's not.
I don't hate Hove. I don't hate Hove. I love
I
him.
got I got an even
Nah.
hotter
No,
take about
no,
I think
Kanye
niggas
no,
are
too.
Hov
hold on,
fans.
hold
no.
on.
I
How
You
many
know.
can't
Kanye?
hate
How many
Hove.
Kanye got? How many
I
Kanye
got
got?
an even
How
hotter
many
take.
Kanye got?
Wait,
How
wait,
many
wait,
Ye got?
Lucci. Wait,
How many Ye got?
Lucci,
fair.
man.
Nah,
Only
nah,
Lucci
how
is
many Ye got?
Wait.
Lucci
That's
How
is.
not
many Ye
fair
got?
because
Ye got nothing.
Phil.
Ye
Hold on, Phil.
not
That's not
classic, bro.
Phil.
How many
Phil,
Ye
hold on.
got?
Lucy, wait,
Don't
because
say
y'all
I
are
nothing.
think
letting
I
Lucy
think
do this.
Say
Y'all are
I
letting
think
Lucy do this. Wait, that's
Cal,
not. We don't hate Hove in here, bro. It's just when you
I say
look at it.
this.
Go ahead.
I think, I, and this is niggas know how I feel about Hove. Like I'm not, I'm not a Hove nigga at all. Um,
Me.
but I will say this. I do think, I do think if you step outside the box and you just evaluate everything, I do
Mm.
think Hove has 5 albums you can call classic.
I threw out the
Exactly.
spaghetti.
Argue.
But the difference is Kanye has 5 solidified
Undeniable.
classics,
Right.
Yep.
No question.
Right.
Undeniable.
Yes.
undeniable.
Undeniable.
He got
Yes.
street
Undem-
clothes.
Undeniable.
With Watch
And
the
that includes
Throne.
808s, by the way.
Watch the
I
Can
know
I
Throne.
y'all
say
trying to
something
punish
real
that
quick?
one, but
That's
that's
offending.
undeniable.
Y'all are.
Can
Nah,
I say something real
808s
quick?
is
Y'all
undeniable.
look,
Watch the
y'all
Throne is
look, y'all niggas
Yes.
classic.
hated on Spider Man.
Yes.
Y'all niggas
I
hating
know
on
you was trying to punch on
hoes.
that
No.
one. I know.
Who the next nigga, yeah?
I'm sorry, Wayne don't got
Nah,
5
I said,
classics.
wait,
it's undeniable too.
I
It's
has
a
to
huge
talk. I has to
influence. It
talk.
got huge impact. It got a lot of replay value. It's a classic, man. It's
Hey,
regarded as a classic.
what album,
I gotta talk.
hey,
I
hold
gotta
on,
talk.
Lucci,
Hold on,
what
boom, hold on.
album, what album do you think helped usher in Drake, allowing him to be Drake.
Exactly.
And Drake said himself.
Exactly.
Drake said
Exactly.
himself.
And
Let me
and
hold up.
and
Let me
and
You get the
Lucci,
most powerful rapper from that
in light
album.
of that,
let
in
me
light of that, you got 808s influence niggas, and then
my
you got Wayne who influenced two generation of
let me
niggas
get
as
my TED
well.
talk. Let me get my
Lucci,
TED
stop
talk.
fucking playing, bro.
808s and
Can I?
Heartbreak is the most influential
I
rap
do still want to
album
break down
maybe
rapper
of all
prime though
time.
before we get into
Maybe of all time.
conversation.
Because that
Hey, you can
album
make that
Yeah,
argument
you
gave
for
us, it
sure,
gave us
Depo. That's
Wiz,
a fact.
it gave
Cujo,
us
you might not
Wale,
make
it
it there.
gave us Cole, it
No,
gave
I'm
us
gonna make
Drake.
it, man.
It gave us
I'm
a
gonna make
new
it.
generation of rappers.
I'm gonna get through this
I
damn
got
topic
you,
though.
Oh
bro.
I'm gonna get through it. Like
I
I
just
said,
you
I
want to say
said
something
yay,
real
yay
quick. I'll
from
make it 30
'05
seconds.
to
Go ahead.
2010. If you want to argue 2004, all right, I'm not mad if you know, okay, 6 years, cool. Uh 50 is from '03 to '07. If you want to argue '02, you can, but we're gonna start off with his first album because it was, it practically went diamond, you know what I'm saying? So out the
Let's get
gate.
to that
It
Wayne.
did,
Let's
it
get to
did,
Wayne.
It's 03 to
You know what I'm
'07.
saying?
It's 03
it
to
did.
'07.
'03,
What you
okay.
got for Wayne?
So for
I'm
Wayne,
sorry,
right?
that power of a dollar shit, everybody didn't know
That
about
shit
that
was
shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. I'm
That shit
not all
fire,
right.
though. That shit fire.
For Wayne, right? I see some niggas try to be tricky with it by having him start
Mm-hmm.
off with, like his first
Uh-huh.
album or his
That's
Uh-huh.
because
first couple
Wayne
mixtapes.
shit.
But
That's because Wayne shit really is tricky. Like
yeah, it
Wayne,
is tricky.
Yeah,
It
It
is.
is. It's because it's the
Can I
mixtape timing that really throws it off a little bit.
can I
We
can
got
I say
But
Carter
something real
to
quick?
be
Ah,
fair,
that helps.
everything considered, it is from '05 to '08. So
Can I say
Carter 2,
something? Let
Carter
me
3,
follow
and
Not
that.
the
mad at that.
mixtape in
Hold
between.
up.
that's cap.
Let me
I'm
say
not
let
mad
me
at that either.
let
I'm
me
not
say
mad at
something
it.
real quick.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, yeah, you go
want to
ahead.
throw this out there. I want to throw this out there. This is what was art. This is part of the art.
Oh, wait.
This
Oh,
was
it
part
came
of
out
our
in '08.
argument. This was part
My
of our
bad,
argument.
Charles.
You good, brother? This I'm gonna make it real quick. I promise. This was part of our argument Sunday. I was arguing that I think most diehard hip hop fans and most diehard Wayne fans see those years '05 to '08 as his prime. But my argument was because I think a lot of us didn't like the material that he dropped after '08. But
Right.
Wayne was still selling consistently after '08.
No
He's
ceilings?
doing mad features. He was everywhere. So you could still
Yeah,
argue,
but
even if you didn't
they
like a lot
still
of the right, even if you didn't like the material after '08, he was still like one of the top selling artists,
You
bro, like
still
on the
at,
planet.
you still outside.
Yeah, that was my argument Sunday. He's saying
Thanos
even
was
the
right.
Carter Four soul, like he was on like
Carter
now,
4 did like 5 times platinum.
he
So
was still putting out mixtapes, he was still doing features, like he was still hot
Thanos is
after
right.
Carter
He was
3.
still outside.
Thanos is
He had
right
his
because
shoes
No
on.
Ceilings came out in 2010, and that shit was the hottest shit at the time.
So
Yeah.
my argument Sunday was his prime was actually could be argued a little bit longer than '08.
Yeah, a couple years later.
I'm just putting that out there.
No,
okay,
that's it. That's a
I'm not
fact.
mad at
You
that.
can really
I'm
go
not
to
mad
you
at
can
that.
really go to like 20. You can really go from like
I'm
'05
not
to like
mad at that.
2013 for
But
Wayne.
but
For real,
but
I
for
don't know
real.
let
about
me
13.
bring it back. No,
Uh,
no. Let me bring up something. Let me bring up
let
something.
Dapper
No, let me
respond real quick.
let me bring
Lucci,
up
I heard
something
relax.
Dapper.
too.
Lucci,
Because if we
What
relax.
year was
talking
that? What year
prime,
was
right?
that, Lucci?
If we talking if we
Okay.
talking prime, we only get Kanye to '08 from '02 from '04 to 0 or what '09 to 10. If we really taking shit into play, Kanye got notarized in '01 when he produced Blueprint. If we taking
Right.
everything from artists, we gotta start
Yeah,
from the
Oh yeah,
first
yeah, yeah.
producing wise.
I thought about that too, Depo.
2011,
We taking
when
production into account. Yeah,
2010 beat
Kanye
dropped.
is
We gotta go to
I I can't
we gotta,
I can't.
we gotta
No. Yeah. It
Blueprint
was.
is a classic
It
2010.
was.
album.
Yeah,
It was.
That's a classic
That.
album.
It's
No.
Blueprint
No. No.
is
No.
definitely a
Hold on.
classic
Hold
album.
on, Lucci.
it's
He
It
got
bigger
was
than
much
reasonable doubt.
more.
Kanye the
It
producer
It's
was
on
bigger
much.
than
the
It
reasonable
album.
was
doubt.
much. Yeah. It was much more of an instant classic.
Yeah,
It
it's a
was much
definitely classic.
more of an instant classic than Reasonable
And
Reasonable
it
Doubt.
doubt.
dropped on
In fact,
definitely.
9/11. It
It was
dropped on
better
9/11,
received
when
my
too.
nigga. It still went platinum.
Yeah,
So we got
when did My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy drop?
that was
Just
2010.
that was
2010.
blazing,
2011 or
just
2010.
blazing
One of
Kanye
them.
West will do that for you.
That was
Either
2010.
10 or 11. Boom. I think it's 10.
It's
And watch
10.
on
Okay, when did Life of Pablo drop?
That was
Pablo
2013.
was about
2016.
16.
Oh, 16. My bad. 16.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2016. Yep.
16.
Because Life of Pablo followed My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, right?
No, Yeezus,
Well,
Yeezus after.
it
It's
was
Watch
it
the
was
Throne and Yeezus. Watch on
it was
Yeezus.
that.
Then
Then it
Pablo.
was Yeezus
Twisted
that dropped in
Fantasy was
2013.
2012,
Was
right?
Yeezus
Wasn't that
okay? So hold on,
2012?
right?
Yeah,
So
Yeezus
so
was after My
Hold it
Beautiful
down. Hold it
even
Dark.
down.
even during Yeezus, Kanye is still at the top.
He's
Yeah.
still that nigga. We gotta
You
be
know what I'm saying?
So now
Hold
we
on,
gotta really.
Kanye might actually break the game because if
Hmm.
you want to say if you want to start if you don't if you don't even want to give him '04 for College Dropout and you want to start with Late Registration, you
Yeah.
arguably still have to go all the way up through Life of Pablo.
Yeah, you can argue that. Yeah, you can argue that.
Is
I
this
think
is
it.
this still
Hey man,
is this still just music?
I just want to
That's
say
more than
about.
this.
Wayne.
I
More
just
than
want
Wayne
to
after
say this,
that.
man. Donda's a classic. We're not going to exclude Donda. Donda a classic. That's
Classic.
all I
That
want to
shit is
say.
ass.
Donda's a classic.
Shit is ass.
It's a fire album, but I don't know about classic, brother. I see what Cade doing though, man. Cade think he's
Nah,
slick
this
though.
Shit
fire
is
though. That
mid.
brother trying to bring it to the shit ass.
Nah, man, that
Trying to
shit
bring
is
it up to
mid.
eight. That brother said 2022.
Now let me. I want to say this because
That brother
I did
said,
want to break
that brother
down
said
Drake.
2022.
I did want to break down Drake's prime, if I could even try for real, to be honest. I see some people because I did see the Twitter posts. Some people don't start at Take Care. They started like Nothing Was the Same. So from like Nothing Was the Same to maybe like What a Time to Be Alive. That's like what 2013 to
Drake
2015.
You gotta start
Drake
to
another
take care.
Drake
That's
Drake
egregious. Why would
But
you?
Drake is still in his prime, so I can't really argue.
Drake another weird nigga too, bro. Like
Exactly.
Because you know what I would say
because
when
truth
Drake's prime starts
because
is October's very own.
Yeah, he's still
hold
in
on,
his prime.
Yeah, he still is.
because
Still in his prime.
truthfully,
No, he is. He is. He is.
Yeah, I mean to be honest,
No, you can't deny
I'm not taking
Drake.
nothing away
You
from
can't
Drake.
deny Drake. That's
He's the biggest artist on that list.
I think you can arguably start Drake at So Far Gone.
That's what
So
I'm saying. So
I'm,
far
that's
gone,
not even
right?
arguably though. That's not even arguably.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, some
So
people
far
will.
That's
gone
what
is
sent
too
him over
late.
the
I mean,
top. That's that Houston, Atlanta,
it just
Vegas.
depends
That's
on
got all the records on
yeah.
there.
Boom.
You
I
know
see
what I'm
what you're
saying?
saying. I see what you're saying. But I remember
You
that
know what I
time. At
mean?
that time, that shit
Right.
was crazy. Because remember, they
That's
switched
what
that
I'm
from a
leaning
LP to an
towards.
actual
Yeah.
album.
Right.
The
So
reason why I
So
framed the argument the way I did, because we was talking about, you know how hip hop is, man. The way we consider age and aging and when people are past their prime is a little different. Like Snoop is the most famous rapper in the world, right? I could argue that he's past his prime. He's more known
he
for
is. He
everything
is.
outside of his music rather than his
Nah,
music, right? But he still
Snoop still
drops.
making dope music.
Yeah, he still drops music. He was on
Yes.
the Mount Westmore shit recently with Cube and Short. You know, I didn't listen to it, but he was on there and shit. Uh,
42, man. Shout out
Nah,
my nigga
nah,
40 Water,
nah,
man.
like after
nah,
like
Snoop music
after
dope.
like
It's
after like
Snoop
Blue
make
Park was
grown folk
taken,
music now, bro.
when
Shit dope.
Snoop went into like the TV lane, the commercial lane, you know what I'm saying? He got his own talk shows and shit, all that.
Yeah. Nah.
Like,
Snoop is in the clouds.
right.
Snoop is in the fucking
So
clouds,
you
bro.
could agree that he's past his prime, right?
On
Yeah.
20 Crip. On 20 Crip. That's the big homie.
That's crazy,
So,
Lucci.
so he,
That's crazy. He can go in any white household in America and go to dinner with these niggas.
Snoop is the type of person where
And
if
they
he
gonna say
is,
that's Uncle
That's
Snoop.
insane.
Hey
yeah, like,
Lucci, they gonna call him Uncle
The
Snoop.
validation.
That's
Uncle
your
Snoop.
Uncle Snoop. That's
so
your
yeah,
Uncle
we
Snoop.
basically
That's
agree that
crazy.
he's past his prime.
That's crazy,
But
Gio.
he's
Pretty
past
much
his
a
music
household
prime.
name, so
He
it's
is
like
past his music prime.
you could argue the same thing for Hove, right? Where it's like he'll drop
I
an
don't know
album.
about that though.
What you mean?
It's a
I mean, every
nasty.
time he drops a verse,
Hove is outside and Snoop is.
every time
Hove
every
is
time
outside and
Hov
Snoop
drops a
is.
verse, it breaks the net.
But that
It
doesn't
ain't got nothing to
necessarily
do with
mean
what we
he's
talking
in his
about though.
prime still, though.
No, everything else no.
You know, okay.
Snoop
I'm
clear.
gonna make a better argument. I'm gonna make a better.
Jay Z brought the Nets, and them niggas ain't do shit.
let's consider all the old era rappers, right? Like LL, KRS, Rakim, uh, that golden era age of old school rappers, right? Then
Right.
you kind of have the generation after, which is Hove, Nas, uh, yeah, Master P.
Hey man, don't bring
You
that.
gotta
Hey man,
include him
don't bring
though.
that.
Man, we
Skip,
got
You gotta
skip,
include him,
skip,
bro.
skip that, brother. I
man,
don't even want to talk
we
about that
gonna
man,
right
bro.
past it.
Look, man, that
So
Lucci, that brother disappointed me, dog.
yeah,
That brother disappointed me,
just
dog.
we gonna
Didn't
yeah.
wait, Lucci, wait, Lucci. Didn't show.
Hold on, Cal, Nah,
Lucci didn't show.
we gonna move right past.
Okay,
We're gonna move right past that.
okay.
Uh,
About to get cringy.
okay, so yeah, all we got the old era golden age of niggas. Then you got the generation after. Like I said, that's Hove, that's Nas, that's X. You know what I'm saying? Buster, all of them, right? So a lot of them brothers, for the most part, are past their prime, right?
Yes.
But they can drop a project, you know what I'm saying, garner a sizable amount of streams, or have a certain audience tune into them, and they still got it, you know what I'm saying, they still got some fire 16s, but we won't argue that they're still to the point where they were earlier in their career when they were, you know what I'm saying, at their best 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And like as far as, musically, lyrically, whatever the case. Some you could argue are maybe better now than they were before, but they still past, you know what I'm saying, their prime. You know what I'm saying? So that's the argument basically that I was looking at it from. Like, yeah, you could still be selling past your prime. You could still be doing really well past your prime. But we talking about, like, if I consider Wayne, like, Wayne was considered the best rapper from like '05 to '08. Literally, that was like, he was on the cover for that Vibe magazine, like on the cover for that shit.
Best
Best
rapper
rapper alive.
alive.
Nobody debated it. Nobody argued it. None of that. Like, it wasn't even up for discussion. Like, he had the feature run. He had the mixtape run. You know what I'm saying? He didn't necessarily have endorsements at that time, but he was just on
That's
everything,
how
man.
powerful it was. It was just the music.
Yeah.
Nah, that was
But he
bad.
was. He had some adjustments too,
Yeah,
though.
Prince
When he
did
had the
really
truck
well.
but
I'm never gonna shit on
he was still
uh
rocking. He was rocking bait.
Yeah, they had
He
the
was
bait.
rocking bait.
but
He
then
was rocking bait
you
before.
have, right,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you have someone like 50 though, right? Like 50, even from '03 to '05, was arguably the biggest rapper in the world. Like, Diamond album,
No,
you know what I'm
50 was
saying?
a megastar.
you don't play
Yeah,
that.
like
50 was a
You don't
megastar, man.
play
That nigga
that.
had video games, dog.
You don't
out of all
play
them niggas
that.
on the
You
list,
don't
right?
play
He's the only
that.
one with his own movie that he starred in himself.
That he starred
As
in.
ass as it was, it's still his own movie.
See you
Hey,
then.
hey,
Oh,
hey,
He got
We in
two
here.
video games.
yeah. Oh,
It was fire,
That's
man. The movie was that.
oh, my niggas too. Look.
Yeah, the movie was that.
So
It's going down.
we're gonna
50
ignore the
Cent.
we're
You
gonna
know how I gets down.
hold
What
on.
up, blood?
I hear what y'all saying.
What up,
Hold
cuz?
on. No,
What up, blood?
no, because I sat back. I sat back.
Gangsta?
All I'm saying is, just
Yeah.
because something doesn't pop up on y'all niggas' desk and pop up on y'all niggas' tickets, doesn't mean it wasn't powerful or moving the needle.
So what do you
At
mean
the
that in
end of the
reference to
day,
though?
when I'm
What do you
giving
mean?
reference to, y'all brothers did the video game. I'm a video game nigga. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Talk about
That
it.
shit that 50 Cent. Wait,
Hold up, man.
let me talk.
We not gonna do that, man. Hold up.
Wait,
I
wait,
see what.
Hey,
Hold
Lucha,
on, man.
you out of pocket. You out of pocket. You out of
listen.
pocket.
What
And
we talking about,
That game
man?
was
hold
called
on,
Bulletproof.
hold on, hold on,
You never played
That
Bullet?
hold
game
on.
was called
Let,
Bulletproof, and
let,
you
let,
out of
let
pocket,
Cal
Hold
go
brother.
on,
though.
hold on.
Oh, this nigga, man.
I'm gonna respond to that, by the
Wait.
way.
And I hear what Lucci's saying. I'm not trying to discredit Lucci. All I'm simply saying is niggas who play video games like that, who know video games like that, Y'all remember Bulletproof was trying to
Facts.
compete with Grand Theft Auto at that time.
Facts.
Maybe y'all didn't know. Maybe y'all didn't pay attention. Also, Bulletproof was trying to compete with Saints Row at the time.
Exactly.
So, which means the niggas who played video games knew that Bulletproof was like, fuck, we go hard, spit that heat. It was there. It was
My nigga,
Bill,
Cal.
RBE, KOT. Tell me
Made a
I'm
million
lying,
copies, man.
nigga.
A million
Cal.
copies,
You
bro.
being disrespectful. The brother sold video games, bro.
Nah, we're not doing that. It was
You not
it did a
doing it.
million copies, man.
Yeah.
A million
Niggas,
copies every
man.
year.
This is
And you
this
was
is
the shit.
not
Bulletproof and
bad.
RBE.
I'm
I was
just running
quiet.
down brothers' accolades, man. That's all I'm doing.
I
Eat
Like,
was
some
quiet.
drums,
I
purple
was
haze, and
quiet.
some chocolate.
I was quiet. Hold on.
Get high all the
Lucci.
time.
Let him
Let me
finish.
finish
Let him
my
finish.
point.
Let him
Let me
finish.
finish my point.
Get high all the time.
With that being said, I was also, and I still
yeah,
have one of my first skateboards in storage here
yeah.
in my new apartment as well, nigga. Yeah, y'all weren't.
Ah.
No, I was on that shit since. No, I swear to God on my soul, I was on that shit when Rodney Mullen was fucking doing handstands on skateboards,
Who?
flipping.
Give me a Dutch
Yeah,
and a lot of spark shit.
I was there, and I was tapped in with Bob Burnquist, nigga.
Who?
Yeah, see,
I get
I
high all the
I was
time.
one of them niggas. I was tapped in.
I
And
get high all the time.
with that being
Every time
said,
I
there
rose
was
up.
a there was a situation as to where there were black kids in that era prior to the jerk niggas wearing
Damn.
DCs. Wearing
Niggas
DCs,
hella
if y'all
hold
niggas
up.
remember.
Hey, yo,
Truck
Yep.
Lucci,
fit,
what's
I had a,
that?
truck
I had a
fit,
DC. I
truck
had a
fit.
DC hoodie.
Hold on, Phil.
Hey,
Let me
hey,
finish
Lucci.
this.
Hey, Lucci,
Truck
take off
fit,
one of them emojis, man.
truck fit, truck fit went into Truck Fit went into I don't know if niggas remember Birdhouse. I don't know if niggas remember Element. I don't know if niggas remember
Mm-hmm.
Girl. I don't Truck Fit started
Right.
going into those spaces and it started to being recognized as one of the skating brands as well. That was in
I
that
remember.
time.
Yep.
That was more powerful than what 50 Cent's fucking video
That's
game did.
cap. That is
Nah,
cap.
we
That is
not. We
cap.
not.
That
Hold
is
on,
Let's
man.
cap.
do it.
That
I
is
see what you
cap.
was trying
Shout
to
out the
do,
Cap.
man.
Thrasher.
But hold
Shout out
on.
the
Cap.
Thrasher
What the
magazine. I
fuck is
That's
got a
wrong
hoodie
with
cap.
you,
from
bro?
Thrasher.
I
That's
Let's
see what
do
cap.
it.
you was trying to do
Let's
there, man.
do it.
Bro, they got a sequel. They got 2 games.
This is what this is. Now you're trying to make this shit. Hold on, man. Hold on.
You
What
didn't
does
play
that
it.
mean?
I knew
Gio
y'all was
said
gonna
they
try
got
to do
two
this, bro.
games.
I knew y'all
You
was gonna
didn't
try.
play it. But
I knew
millions
y'all
of
was gonna
niggas
do this.
did.
Oh,
I love when y'all try to make this shit
Lucci, that was
regional,
past your
man. Like
time, man.
we're not doing this,
I
bro.
didn't. I
We're
didn't try
not.
to
It's
make it
not a
That
regional
regional.
was
thing. We're
past
talking
your
about 50
time,
Cent here,
I
man.
bro.
didn't.
I'm not gonna hold you. I played the
I was
first
about to
Bulletproof. I
say.
didn't know they had a second joint. I didn't
They
know they had a
did, yeah.
second
Blood,
joint. I
blood in the
played
sand.
the first one. What you mean where I got it from? Yeah, I got it I got it from the
Hold on,
squad.
Lucy.
I
Hold
got it
on,
from
man.
the
I still
squad.
gotta hold on, man.
I don't know.
I
I
still gotta
mean,
break
right?
down
I
these
got it,
accolades,
man.
man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I copped that joint. I copped that
Let me just
joint.
break
I'm
down
not
these
gonna
accolades,
hold
man.
you. I played
I
it.
see what y'all
I didn't
doing,
know he
bro.
had a second one
I
though.
see what y'all doing, man. It's
We
all
playing the
No,
good, bro.
Arabian niggas,
no,
man.
This is
look,
gonna happen.
no,
That nigga Gio
Cujo.
said
We playing the Arabian niggas.
Hold on. I'm not trying to argue or be disrespectful. I'm
Yes, I do
simply
want to
saying
respond. You
my
know.
my.
I'm crying, yo.
Cujo, I'm gonna say this and please respond and provide
Yeah,
your
yeah,
report.
yeah.
I'm simply saying where I was looking at and where I was involved in. Like, no niggas, I didn't know niggas who were like, oh, I got that new bulletproof. You see what I'm saying? That
Nah,
wasn't
it wasn't
at
them type of
with.
games.
Hold
It
on,
wasn't them type of games.
Wait,
That's
and
so cap.
I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to, just hold on. All I'm simply saying is in the markets that both of these products were presented in, one moved the needle more than the other. Truck Fit did move the needle because you're dealing with a bunch of kids, a bunch of white kids who were skateboarders who punk was their actualization. Like that was their life music. They were skateboarders, bro.
So
It
scratch the
was
video
there.
game movie. What about the
Phil,
movie, my nigga?
Phil,
What
Phil,
about the
Phil,
movie, my
hold,
nigga?
Phil. Bill,
Yeah,
hold on.
I just wanna respond.
Go ahead,
Yeah, yeah,
Cujo.
yeah.
Go
Cause
ahead, Cujo.
Get some wisdom, Cujo.
yeah, man. I knew y'all was gonna do this, man. This not a regional thing.
Let's go.
It's not a case of regional. I didn't see it. I didn't know. I wasn't aware. It wasn't that powerful. Like
Nobody
this is
said
the
that.
mid 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like rap is as popular as it could ever be at this point. You did have people who were selling just as well as 50. You know what I'm saying? Nelly was in that era too. Luda was in that era too. You know what I'm saying? But out the gate, 9 times platinum. Second album, 6 times platinum. Then you had the clothing deal, the brand deals, the ad deals. Like I said, two video games.
Wait,
Two
let him
video
talk.
games.
Wait,
Yeah, he
let him
did have the
talk.
brand
Let him
deals.
talk.
Hold on.
Wait, let him talk. Let him talk.
Not act like niggas wasn't wearing G Unit, bro. I wasn't wearing that shit. All right, I wasn't wearing it. But niggas had the sneakers. Niggas had the jumpsuits, the sweatsuits, the shirts. Everybody had it in that era. It don't matter how long whether it came and went or not. Niggas had G Unit
It was
merch
there.
in that era. Like we're not finna do that. Nigga had his own vitamin water. All right, and the
Great.
nigga wasn't even in Def Jam Fight for New York.
Formula 50. And
Somehow,
it was
the nigga,
good too.
right? The nigga had his own video game, right? He published it with a different company or whatever because he wasn't
It
in
was
Def Jam
shitty.
Fight for
Yep,
New
it was
York.
shitty.
Yeah,
It was
whether
shitty.
it was shitty or not, it was a video game, right? He
Right.
had
Get
he
it.
Did
had his
numbers.
face in the game. He had his likeness in the game. He had G Unit in the game. Like everything
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
considered, bruh. Like, and it did 1,000,000 copies. 1,000,000
50
copies,
Cent. You
bruh.
know how I get down.
You can't deny that, man.
What up,
You can't
blood?
deny that, bruh.
What up, cuz?
Yeah. If it was strictly off music,
Yeah.
Kanye wins.
yay
Kanye
got
In the
wins.
MVP.
beginning, they said
Kanye
everything.
wins handily.
Stop it. Stop. Prime is not just music, bro. You know that. You trying to minimize the convo because you want Wayne to be there so bad. It's Wayne to Wayne. Oh my bad. But that's what makes it a prime, though. But with the Drake thing, though, it's hard to say because prime is like peak, right? That's when you're at your peak. I
He's
don't
not
think
at his
Drake is
peak
at his
right
peak at
now.
all. I think
Yeah,
he
Drake
dropped
hasn't peaked yet.
not at
He's
all.
still in his prime.
Yeah.
He's just
No.
not at his peak.
He like LeBron, right? LeBron been in the game for mad long. He's been good the
Yeah,
whole time,
that's a fact,
but he's on his
bro.
peak right now. You know what I'm saying?
In comparison.
LeBron
He's
LeBron
not
is
at
not
his
at his
peak
peak.
LeBron is
yet.
on
What?
LeBron is on his
He's not
tail
at his
end.
No,
peak.
no,
LeBron on the
no.
tail end.
No.
LeBron
No,
on the way out.
LeBron is not at
LeBron
his
is
LeBron
not
peak.
on the
at his
way out.
peak, bro.
Yes,
Hell
we
no.
are.
At
Bro,
his
that was
peak?
8 years ago.
That was peak LeBron.
That was
Yeah, that
eight
was
years
peak.
ago.
Yeah, that was the
17.
highest of the high. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
He's just
He's
scoring a lot.
I
he's not
agree.
That's not
Scoring
the
a lot.
case.
So he's
He,
past his
he's just
prime.
scoring a lot.
What are you
And
saying?
this is
I agree with that, Lucha.
That's it.
yeah, you can still be in your prime.
Tom Brady is
You can
not.
still be in your prime.
No,
You're just not at
no,
your peak.
no, no, no. Geo, wait, Lucci, hold on.